Alright, guys. Alright. Welcome to round number 2. And yeah, the games have already started. Alright, welcome back to round number 2. So the games have already started. We're gonna jump straight into them. Yeah. So here we go, I guess. Well, yeah, let's start with Poyo Tian's game, of course. Your thoughts on the London are already well known.
Same as
Yeah, we both share the same opinion on the London, but not a very high one, to say the least. So yeah, okay, G6. I think this fianchetto system is the King's Indian style. In London is considered very good. Yeah, D6, and usually black goes for some sort of your castle first, then you play C5. Yeah. So usually the play will go something like this: E3 castles, and I don't know what they do. They play C3, right? Usually, and C5. They'll do this. Takes, knight C6. Okay, and standard play. Black usually is going for some sort of E5 at some point. Yeah. So, okay. So standard play. I again don't really see why you would do this as white, but okay. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Alright, next game. See if there's anything else in play. So now it just looks like only 2 games in play are these ones. So some of the games don't seem to have started yet. But okay. Yi Yao Chen. We have a French, exactly. And D4, D5. There's not much to go about with, yeah. Let's see if there are any more games in progress. No, it's just these 2. Some of the other games haven't started. We have some at the bottom, okay. It's just 3 moves. Again, not much to go on with. Okay, this one is an interesting line. D4, E6, knight F3, F5. These are actually pretty young kids, under 8. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know about you, but at 8, I was just playing computer games every day.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
I'm actually already a badminton player on that time. I'm not a chess player.
Just a badminton player, yeah. Right. Yeah. So none of us were really into chess at that age. So, okay, this is actually a system I quite like for black, especially if white's going for such a passive line. Usually white should go for like C4, knight C3, and try to get E4 and if black plays B6. But if black can get this set up, bishop B7, knight F6, I've always felt that I like black. And I don't understand knight E5. I mean, you just get kicked back on the spot. But, okay. Knight F3, knight E4. No, I really like black. I really like black. Queen E7 and... No, I mean, black is doing well. Black continue with something like knight D7. And even G5 is possible in some cases, yeah. So, I mean, let's say white would play, I don't know, C3, because London players, they're always going to play C3, yeah? It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, they're always going to play it. Then it'll be like knight D7, and yeah, then maybe Queen E2, and well, you could even play E5 here, I guess. You could also go for G5, which is very, very standard, to go for some sort of play on the
king side.
Yeah, on the king side, exactly. So, yeah. Okay. Right. Let's see if any other games are ongoing. Oh, we have some more, alright. Under Trail Bot 4. Spanish. Nice. Okay. Castles V5. Bishop C5. Yeah, the funny thing is that a few of my students actually play this line. But then they can't remember the theory. And I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna play a line as sharp as this, but white has like probably like 10 different really strong replies, you have to know the theory. That's why I actually don't suggest this line. Like, it's too hard to play if you're not a strong player. It's gonna be so hard to play. Yeah.
One of my students also played the Spanish, but then I asked him to change his repertoire because I said it's too hard. It's too hard.
Same here, because I feel like what they do is they see, oh, Magnus is playing this, whatever, Caruana is playing this, Yeah, of course, he's Caruana. Caruana's preparation is best in the world.
Yeah.
Of course, he's gonna play this. But if your preparation is not best in the world, then you should probably not play this. I would definitely not play this as black. So I don't have time to study it. And by the way, the theory is sort of evolving on a day-to-day basis in a lot of these sharpest lines. So yeah, if you're just like starting out as a kid, I would say none of these sharp lines. Yeah, especially not the really topical ones. Alright, let's go back. See if there are any other games ongoing. What is this? C3?
Okay.
Knight F3, E6, yep. Cheers for that. Yep. Yep. I've just got my ID tag, and it's very much like the, you know, the what was that story? The king with the naked king, whatever that is. Yeah, this is the naked badge right here. All right. Anyway, that's good. Let's go. Let's continue. All right. Anyway, let's go on with the games. C3, knight C6. D4 takes D5, E5, and a bishop B4 check. It's so great for white, no?
Yeah, I don't love bishop
It looks
B4
terrible.
check. I don't love bishop
But I
B4
don't
check.
like this whole line.
It's okay. It's just okay. After that C6 D4, it's nothing. You can transfer into French.
Yeah, but the thing is that if you play this line, you're probably not a French player. Like as a Sicilian player, I would say if you like, you can go for knight f6 here. This is a big main line. E5 and knight d5, etc. Yeah, a lot of ways to do this. Yeah, d4.
D6 also can.
No, I think d4 CD is the main line. CD and then d6. Bishop c4 and bishop e7 is the new way for black to play these castles, and they go for some sort of b6 idea. I think it was something like queen e2, b6, something like that. Bishop b7. He used to go for knight c6. That's the main line, but nowadays this line is getting more popular. All right. So c3, knight c6.
They don't know how to transfer their position.
I don't like knight c6. By the way, also worth mentioning is that d5 is possible, yeah, and queen d5, yeah.
D4.
It transposes to like the other Alapin stuff, yeah. D4, knight f6, yeah. Now what ends few ways? It's knight a3, bishop e3, bishop e2. Okay, it's playable in any case, yeah. Because I don't really like this. It feels like a kind of a bad version of the French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think here C5 immediately, D5 immediately is better rather than capture first.
Yeah, maybe, but I think there was like some line where you sort of take on c5. I'm not sure whether it was here or not.
I think it's okay. The bishop takes.
I guess you just take d4 or what, something like that, and then knight d8 maybe. That's way. Knight g5. Maybe you go knight f6 even. Okay, bishop e3. It's interesting. Yeah, this seems playable for that. Yeah, because the point is that you don't really want to take on d4. So if you play e5, we're transposing to your line, yeah, the advanced French, yeah. Queen b6, a3, right? a3 is the move, and then what's the move? It's a knight h6, right? Yeah, this is a big line. It's like what, knight f5, yeah. Okay, but going back, yeah, we don't like this because we usually don't want to take on d4 in the French.
Allowing knight goes c3. Black is allowing knight to c3, so I think it's not a good idea here.
Yeah, and another thing is that it's also releasing the tension on the center, because in the advanced French, the whole point is that black is trying to sort of pressure the pawn on d4. That's why we saw queen b6, because so knight h6 to f5. Because the whole point is to put a lot of pressure on the pawn on d4. You don't want to release that tension that quickly. But now it seems like a very nice version of the French. Yeah, e5, check, knight c3. I was thinking even just bishop d2, yeah, because I mean, this is the only defender of black's dark squares, yeah. And then like, let's say after takes, actually we saw carving form or something like this, yeah, knight c3, knight b5, knight b6.
Yeah.
Okay, black will castle. It's not that easy to get that. Okay, you play bishop d3. You know, it's a very nice play.
Yeah.
Because it's not so easy for black to get any counterplay. Like, he will have to go for some sort of f6.
Yeah, he needs to f6. He needs to play f6.
Oh dear, it's like h6. I don't understand this. Oh, do your students also like to play moves like h6? For like no reason?
No.
Never?
I will not allow lah.
You will not allow, okay.
I will not allow.
Okay.
if not, I get slapped down.
Because I have a few students that are like, oh, I want to play h6 to stop bishop g5. I'm like what? Bishop g5? So fine, you play knight e7, bishop g5, then you play h6, you force him to take.
Yeah.
It's good for you, yeah?
Yeah. That's the things. Especially in Italy, they love to play h3, h6.
Oh, yeah,
I was
absolutely.
like, for what is it? Because for black, if bishop g5, h6, and bishop h4, you have g5.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a very good position on a particular position.
I mean, the whole point of playing h6 in Italian at the early stage is just to go for g5. But if you don't go for g5, then your h6 move is kind of like it's kind of weird. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It just wastes tempo. Yeah. I mean, as white, the point of h3 usually is just sort of prepare d4. Yeah. But I mean, I know from my experience, most of the time when they play h3, it's not to prepare d4. Yeah, because they don't end up playing d4.
Yeah. Just play solely and doing nothing.
That's why it's also very important to understand, not just that, oh, a grandmaster is playing move like that, but you can understand why they're actually playing that move.
Yeah.
I guess also studying the classics really helps with that. Because sort of see how they, how they use their plans in those lines. Somehow these games, they are not really, not much is going on, yeah? It seems like
it's very boring.
the broadcast, slightly weird today. But okay, we have some games to go on with. Scotch.
I don't love Queen F6.
We don't.
I don't love Queen F6. Nothing.
I mean, the main line is like knight c6, bishop c5, yeah, something like this.
Yeah.
What was it? Queen f3, bc, yeah.
DC. I played DC. That's black.
Yeah, something like that, right? Bishop e3 is some take on f3, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, some line like this, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is rubbish.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the main line is this one, yeah.
Knight f6.
And this one is big fight, yeah. e5, queen e7. It's a mess, this one. Queen e2, I think, is the way knight d5, c4, bishop a6. So just sort of pinning this, and then you got v3 or something. Yeah. There are also other moves for white, by the way, so it's a very sharp line. But I guess maybe black doesn't want that, yeah. Queen f6, okay.
I don't know. I don't know the idea.
But okay, knight f3 is not the way, yeah? Check and bishop c5. I think black is already so okay. Queen g6. Yeah, I think I'm fine with black.
Yeah, just
because okay, white was not playing principled.
Yeah.
So the thing is that when you're facing a line like this, you have to be very principled.
Yeah.
You cannot back down from the challenge because then you make things sort of easy for for your opponent. So yeah, let's go on to some other games. Let's see. Okay, there's been some developments here. Oh, another one of these lines, yeah?
Okay, Nimzo here, G3 line.
Yeah.
Nimzo line G3, right?
Yeah, interesting. Knight e4. It looks very strange what he's done. Okay, a3 takes, knight e4 is strange.
Too early is
I'm thinking, do you just go f3 here? No, queen h4, queen h4. I want to play f3, but I don't want to run to queen h4.
Yeah, nice.
No, wait. This feels so dubious.
Yeah, but
how do you sort of? I don't think it's possible to refute. Yeah, as funny as this sounds. Maybe what did queen c2 make sense? Yeah.
Queen c2, I think queen c2 here, and then if d5 or f5. If d5 just capture.
Yeah, d5 you just take, and then maybe try for c4.
Yeah.
Because of course we have the two bishops. If we can get takes on c4 and get a nice center, we'll be pressing for sure.
Yeah, of course.
So black's idea is to set up some sort of
f5.
Yeah, some sort of dodge.
Yeah, here knight f3 is good. Knight f3, g3.
Yeah, okay.
Also.
I mean, there is something to be said for like also something like e3, bishop d3 as well.
Yeah.
But I guess e3 will be met by b6. Yeah, so it's in time with this.
Yeah. That's the problem. And now g2 is quite soft.
I was thinking, is this too much? Yeah.
F3
because my idea is that if you check now, I have. Oh, I don't have that. I was gonna say I don't have that. Okay, so this is not good. Yeah. No, king f1, knight g3. That's the problem. So I don't have this. It's too much. Yeah. We are still quite asleep, as you can see. Not seeing anything. Okay. Wow.
That's it.
You know, I'm trying to refute this. It's not easy, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Knight e4.
I
Maybe
don't
it's one of those new computer stuff that looks crazy, but you can't refute because it's computer, yeah?
yeah.
You cannot refute what the computer says. I really like black.
Yeah, but I don't understand what the idea behind bishop f4. I'm not really understand that bishop f4 move.
I think white is just like, oh, I'm just gonna develop
No,
the bishop,
that's the
but I
thing.
don't like it to develop it there because it's like
That's
asking for
nothing.
g5 or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
d6
yeah.
e5, yeah. So
It's nothing. It's a move that for me it's not that good, and it's for me it's bad lah.
yeah, I mean definitely, I think bishop f4 in this line is usually always the wrong way to go for this
Yeah,
bishop.
and then just go for g3, bishop g2,
Yeah.
and castle, and then maybe you can play h4, h5, and preventing g5,
Yeah.
and then you can play bishop f4, bishop e5.
Yeah. That being said, I have played with 1900s, so I've done bishop f4, 2000s as well, because they're like, oh, just develop, yeah. But actually, when you develop in chess, you have to be careful because
Yes.
sometimes if you develop the piece to the wrong square, it could be worse than not developing it at all.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the
Yes.
piece could actually be worse on the square that you develop it to. Like it could get hit, or it's not controlling that many squares
Yeah.
or anything. So just because the move is developing doesn't necessarily make it good.
Yeah.
And
That's why I always say to my students, if you don't know how where to develop, just let it be for at the previous square and use it when you need to use it.
yes.
Don't just do anything
And do
just,
the
just
other
random.
pieces first.
Yeah.
Don't do that piece. Do the other
Yeah,
ones
the
first.
other one first.
Yeah. So I think obviously, if you wanted to do g3, she just should have done g3 just now. Yeah, right, immediately. So b6, bishop g2, and by the way, you don't have bishop a6 now because of
Yeah,
see?
92. Yeah. That's why G2 bishop G2 is super
Also,
tiny.
actually, knight d2 d5. So maybe I do this instead.
Wow.
Maybe this is better, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's very good.
Because now d5, there's knight e6. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Because after knight d2, maybe there was d5. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we're still better with take and we play knight f3 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But why should we allow this? This looks better, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Looks like a pawn to me. Or an exchange. Okay, maybe it's not so easy. Yeah? You take and then takes and then you play like c6.
C6.
Like it could be trapped, yeah?
What if?
So maybe I'm doing this wrong, yeah? Maybe I should go knight d2 after all.
G5?
Sorry?
Oh no, you can play D5 here. Yep.
Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Okay, so we probably should go knight d2, yeah?
It's much
It's
more
fine.
simple.
And yeah, we're thinking d5 and we don't even need to do anything yet. We can just castle first and like defer the decision to later stage.
Yeah. And then you can play F3, 4.
Like we have to play c6. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
F3, 4.
Well, I guess knight d2 for bishop c4 is big
because
threat.
yeah.
We have to. I don't know. Maybe we can even just do the
Yeah.
CD and what? Well, you still can't play c4, can we?
C4.
No, you can play knight d2.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just take. Yeah.
I'm really I don't like to take that night. But
No, I was thinking takes and c4, but he just ignores. It's knight d7.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking bishop c4, bishop e4, but it's too fancy. No, it's not going to let me do that, of course.
Another pawn on e2 also hanging here.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we can do your idea with f3.
Maybe.
Because I'm not too worried about some line like this because we have rook e1.
Rook e1, yeah.
And pawn e6 is gone.
Yeah. And then you got a position better as well.
Yeah, because then the d5 pawn becomes weak.
Very weak. Very weak after f4.
Yeah, and my rook's just coming in at double on the e file.
Yeah,
so I'm not worried you take that. So my idea is some sort of rook e1. So let's say you do this. I'll play rook e1 and I'll try for e4.
Yeah,
you play knight f6. Yeah, I guess.
Just e4.
Sorry? Yeah.
Here,
We can even play a4. Yeah, you're right. And try for some stuff on the queen side.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a definitely some sort of an idea for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so some very rich play here, for sure. But okay, now it's getting a bit awkward. Maybe you can still go bishop g2. I'm thinking. Maybe you have to go bishop g2.
Let's play. I will play g2.
Because takes I have knight d2, yeah?
Yeah.
And this is probably still fine.
We'll see tactics anywhere.
Yeah, this one is probably still fine. Yeah? So let's see. F5, not F3, bishop F4. Yeah, okay.
Hmm. Is,
But
is
okay,
it a
black will
good
not
play?
take, yeah. Maybe he will play. Well, actually, what do you play? Knight D2 is coming. You know, to be honest, I don't like bishop A6. I'm like, why wouldn't you just put it to B7? Because I
Hmm.
think maybe what you was thinking, oh, maybe what has to play E3 and then you go back B7.
Yeah, yeah,
Which
yeah.
obviously would be fantastic because then the bishop would be trapped.
Yeah, yeah, of course G5 is a big threat now. If you
But,
play E3.
oh, I was like hoping for something like Queen A4 where the queen is just misplaced. But you can just ignore it, yeah?
Yeah.
I think. Let's see what the computer thinks about this. I think I like white again.
Wow.
Knight C6. Oh, Knight C6 only way, because otherwise computer likes white. Was bishop A6 any good? Oh, bishop B7 was better. Bishop A6 is... But you have to associate it with this Knight C6 idea. Oh, so actually it gets a bit awkward to defend this, yeah? Because now if Knight D2 takes, you can now take on C4.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. D5? Knight A5, and what, you got Knight D4 or something?
I'm not sure. It says, wait, 95 I think it's wrong.
Oh, Knight D4, maybe bishop C4, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe take and what? If Knight D4, then bishop C4, yeah? So, how bad is that? Okay, it's really bad, yeah? Okay, I can't even take on E4, yeah, it's really bad. It's Knight E5, and some line like this, Knight C4. And now you take on E4, and it's some sort of madness like this. So at least the bishop can't get to this diagonal.
Yeah.
It's a total mess.
It's still very hard.
Okay. Let's see if there are any other games in progress. Still waiting for some of them. Oh, there's been some developments in Poyuten's game. Oh, it's gone for Queen Trade, which I guess Poyuten is quite happy about, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it looks like a nice endgame for him. C3, Queen B3 takes, B6 takes, AB. I mean, it's typical method, yeah. Black sort of forcing white to take on B6 so that the A file opens.
Yeah.
And Black is not too concerned with these double pawns because, you know, I feel like a lot of players might think, oh, these pawns are they're just weak, yeah, because they're double pawns.
Lah.
But the thing is that, yeah, I mean, if you play in these structures, you know, obviously. But I mean, the general concept is that if you have double pawns, right, they're not necessarily weak. They're only weak. Like I always tell my students, double pawns aren't weak in and of themselves. It's what they sort of, it's the consequence of them that, you know, creates weaknesses. Like sometimes double pawns means, you know, you can't create like a pass pawn. And that's a big weakness, yeah? Or double pawns mean that, okay, you know, square in front of them becomes weak, or that, you know, it's harder to protect each other.
Yeah.
That's what actually makes them weak, not the fact that they are just double pawns in themselves. And this is, I think, a good case in hand because, yeah, we have the b5 square, fair enough, but good luck trying to exploit that. Firstly, you can't even get the knight there because let's say you play knight a3, you're not going to be sort of stuck on a3. Because you can't move it, the pawn on a2 is going to hang. So, yeah, say you play knight a3, it's like, you just play knight c6 and you can't play knight b5.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. You also can't play knight c4, yeah, to hit the pawn, because then we start to advance the pawns, b5, etc. See where the analysis is going. Pretty sure there were more moves, yeah. Bishop e6. It's taking some time to load. Pretty sure they went into the endgame, right? Or no, but I guess the logical thing would be for white to go to the endgame, knowing like these London players, they're trying to play for a draw. They're like, oh, endgame, easy draw, and they just get slowly squeezed to death by these strong players. I know, I've seen enough games like that. I guess they will play a3 because like, oh, I'm not hanging the pawn. Probably will be like, okay, let's develop. At some point, you can play some 95 takes or something. And his idea would be to, on a good on a very good day push his pawns there.
Before.
Yeah. Bishop c6. Interesting. a3. So we were going around this line. a3, bishop d5. Knight d2, and puts his bishop on c6. Oh, he's going for b5.
Right.
That's the whole point of this. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Very maneuvering.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's like a typical London. Yeah. It's like a slow endgame. But I feel like as black, you won't complain about this.
I would prefer black in any variation of London.
Yeah, I think the thing is that there are so many dangerous d4 lines.
Yeah.
So the d4 lines where you need to know all the theory and it finally ends in a draw. You cannot even fight. Yeah, you know everything and then everything gets chopped up.
Yeah.
London is not one of them. It's a position where you get nice end game and nice middle game position where you get a lot of pieces on the board and you can sort of outplay your opponent. And that's why the fact that actually I had one of my students tell me, play the London. I want to play the London because I think my opponent is strong. I'm like, okay, that's the worst approach. You're gonna get squeezed to death.
Yeah, of course.
You're playing a strong opponent, go for the sharp lines, and then maybe they'll be so scared they offer you a draw. I did tell you, right? GMs are offering me draws because of that. They were like scared. Yep, because I wasn't backing down from the fight. And that's when they get scared, and that's when you will get the draw. You'll get lots of them. Okay.
Yeah, actually.
Modern defense. This is the Tigers modern, A6. It sort of started to get popular in like the early, the late 90s, early 2000s, I guess. Because of this guy, Tigger Hillap person. Is a Swedish GM. He was the guy who sort of really popularized this line. He even wrote a book called Tigers Modern. And yeah. b5. The whole point is that black will go for b5. He'll put a bishop on b7. Okay, b4 is a threat now. So now we got to do something about this. I think is that white probably doesn't want to go a3. Because if he goes a3, it's going to be a bit weird to go for queenside castle.
Yeah.
Because this will be a hook for black to push b4 at some point and open up position here.
Yeah.
But the question is, if you don't go a3, then what do? You go bishop d3 maybe. Then black says, okay, I'll continue bishop b7. Again, you got the same issue.
I think.
And you never really want to push e5 because then knight d5, yeah.
I want to remember the prep first.
Knight d5 bishop e4. Now I'm thinking of it. Maybe it's not so clear. The other way is of course to do this, which is of course a little bit more risky because you have to account for these ideas. But I guess here even just knight f8 and then you kick it with h6. This looks like a good version of this for black. So probably e6 is not the way, yeah. But then if not e6, then black castles and black goes for c5.
Yeah,
and black black has some very interesting counterplay. Yeah, objectively, this line is actually not too bad, yeah. And it has also scored well for black. Yeah. Okay, so we'll come back to this game. What is this position? How did we get here? Oh, call it. Okay.
No, so
Oh, the reverse Slav. I always find these lines a little bit passive, but you do you.
I love to play black here.
Free piece, yeah? Knight a5, bishop d7, free piece.
Yeah. Easy. I'm winning already lah.
Your student very good, huh? Okay, your student will
win.
Huh?
You can enter the prep, so that's why I can.
You taught her well. Yeah? Okay, you taught how to grab free piece and win. That's the most important skill you have to have. Like honestly, I've been teaching all this MSSM prep class, but to be honest, if I had to give one tip for the MSSM prep class, it's just stay alert. When your opponent blunders piece, eat and win. The best way to do well with MSM or most of the MSSD and or the state level MSS is to just eat and win. This strategy cannot be wrong. Okay, because like against the weaker players, that will be how your game goes.
Yeah.
Eat and win. Okay.
No.
Eat and win lah. Next game. This one win already.
Yeah, win already. One
I don't even need to look. Win already. It's like yesterday my game, yeah. Already happy are you?
No,
Start already, 30 minutes already win. This one great. I mean, it's not hasn't finished yet, but we know how it's gonna end.
Supposedly easy.
Oh, this one. How did black win a piece? No, what?
What the hell?
No, they're 8-year-olds. I just realized, so I will take it easy
Uh,
on them. But let's just
um,
give some constructive criticism. Yeah. So in general, when you have two pieces like this, you have the bishop and you have the knight, so one square apart, you have to be very careful of pawn fox.
yeah, of
Because if the
course.
pawn gets to e4, then you will lose a piece.
Of course.
And I can't tell you the number of times I've seen this method, especially as a kid. I think must have won like hundreds of games with this, e4. I just fought these two pieces, finish the extra piece.
Actually, when I was 17, and the first time I'm joining MSSD,
Yep.
I got the fourth position, but I'm the one who get four. I still remember the line is French defense, and then he played knight c3, and then I played knight f6. He played bishop g5, and then I played bishop d6, and then he got four.
E5.
Only five. But on that time I'm just noob lah. I'm just learning chess for
Not pro already.
Not pro lah.
Pro chess coach.
You are pro, but better than me. Much better than me.
Anyway, free piece finish.
Yeah, finish already.
This one also finished.
Yeah, of course.
Already 30 minutes in, we are calling some games. This is better than yesterday.
Yeah, of course.
30 minutes in, we didn't know what was going on. The only issue is that now 30 minutes in, we have like 5 games to talk about because the other broadcast is not working.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That is a bit regrettable, to say the least. Okay.
Wow.
Well, you did play 96.
Yeah,
Okay.
very good.
Kids are strong nowadays, yeah?
Yeah, very
What can I
good.
say? Under 10. What are you even doing at 10?
Well, I'm doing at time. I'm national taekwondo player already that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are a
National champion.
national taekwondo. Wow. Impressive, very impressive. Yeah.
Wow. She's very good.
Like C6.
He's very good. If you saw all the stuff, he's very good.
Yeah. I wasn't even chess player at 10. I only started playing at 11 actually.
Oh.
My first rating was what, 1100. Because at the time you could have ratings under 1400. So, like the minimum was 1000. They only changed it recently.
My
so.
first rating, I think 116 something. Because I get my strength first and then I go play
right.
every day.
I think that's the best way to do it. Yeah, because I
Much
think it's
cheaper
the
cost.
actually now it's not so expensive to play this, like you can play it under 1800s. But I think it's like ruining the rating system. Yeah, because what happens is that these players, they go and they get like a 1400 rating, and then they improve and their strength is like 1700, and then they smash the 1600s and the ratings drop. And then when they drop, then the 1800s suffer. Then when the 1800s suffer, they drop to like 1700s. Then what happened? The 1900, 2000 suffer against the 1700. They also from 2000 drop to 1900. Then after that, you ask why all the FMs are losing rating? Because the FMs got problem against those 2100s who dropped to 1900. How you can gain rating against these people? It's impossible.
You need playing outside.
So it's actually a vicious cycle, yeah. Whatever, this 1800 tournaments, I think they are not good for chess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't like.
they are good for income. So
I actually.
who can say? I would do it myself.
All of my students, I banned them from playing under 1800.
Okay, you're doing good to the system.
I don't care about their rating. I don't care about their thought about me. But then, yeah, it's I'm just want to create my students. I don't want to have money from them because they just get rating and to go anywhere. That's nothing for me. Worthless for me.
So you want them to just play you want them to get the strength first, and then when they play straight 1800.
Yeah, because one of my students, I taught him for a year, and then I bring him into one tournament, and the first rating he achieved, I think on the time 176 something.
Oh, it's very good.
It's good. This is 12 years old, of course.
Wow, for 12. That's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think I was like 1700 at 12 as well. So yeah. So he has a chance to be a strong player for sure.
Yeah, he will play in Sukma also before. This year in Sarawak.
And under which state?
He played for Perak this year.
Perak.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of players from that side of the country that we don't really see much in tournaments because it's of course far from
Yeah,
from
of
KL,
course.
but
Yeah, yeah.
they can be very strong when they come out. Yeah,
Um,
certainly.
it all depends on them, lah.
Of course, I I feel like usually I'm still a big favorite because even if even things go wrong, I can use my experience to swindle
Yeah,
them.
that is the things, lah. That's
Yeah,
the things.
doesn't mean I'm gonna get good position, but if I don't, then I can try to swindle. Yeah. So
One of my coach also said, is it better players always lucky,
yes, yes,
because they know how to swing the position. They know how to trick the kids, and just a small
absolutely,
matter. Yeah, small
yes.
matter.
They create their own luck.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like when I play with GM, it's the same thing. They because and also it's about their tenacity in defense. They never
yeah,
make it easy for you. Every move they are trying to make it difficult, and I think
yeah.
that's the trait of a strong player. So when I see some of these kids making it really difficult for me to win,
Mm,
that's how I know they're gonna be very strong.
yeah.
Because this is something you cannot have, you mean like you must have, sorry, if you want to be a strong player. You have to be
Yeah,
very tenacious. You have to hate losing so much that you keep
yeah.
looking for the best defenses. Okay, something's heating up here. I'm just thinking, can you take on e4? Because you're not losing piece, yeah?
Takes
Takes,
pawn takes
takes, queen
queen takes
takes,
bishop g5,
queen g4,
queen
and then queen
g4.
e7 or something, I guess,
Yeah.
or rook f7, and then e4 or something like that. But I guess bishop c4, it's too much, yeah?
Mm.
I mean, it's legal to castle here, yeah, because the rook is
Yeah,
attacked.
yeah,
It's not the
yeah, yeah.
king. And there was one case, I think, a Kochner against Karpov game where, in a very similar position, he's not similar position, but somehow the bishop was on d5, and he went and asked Avila, "Can I castle?" just to double check. It was the main point of his combination. If he didn't castle, he would lose. But he thought he just to throw his opponent, he went and ask the arbiter, can I castle? So imagine like some 2700 asking Grandmaster, am I allowed to castle? And the Grandmaster, arbiter said, yeah, of course you can. And then he castled and won in like two more moves.
Oh.
It was a world championship game. Yeah. Yeah, we are going down this line, yeah? Bishop d5, queen
Yeah.
g4. Oh. Yeah, I think we both missed that. That is a really strong move.
D6. Oh yeah, okay.
That is a fantastic move, what can I
Yeah,
say?
D6. D6.
Yeah,
Now bishop
move speaks for
D5.
itself.
Now
Yeah,
bishop D5.
because once the bishop goes away, there's no more mate.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So you
yeah.
just go bishop d5 and
Indeed,
finish.
indeed.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
also
it's bishop
finished.
d5.
Yeah,
Finish.
bishop D5 winning.
Okay, black wins this. We're calling another one. But black was pretty impressive in this one. I might
Yeah.
show this to some of my students if they haven't seen the broadcast, which I don't think there are. So only three guys watching so far.
Yes, you also don't have it.
Yeah, my students are not having any games so far. Well, there's one that has, but the other guys, no games. Is Kevin's game here? Oh no. No, none of them have games. Okay, we have well, we're looking at this line, right? Oh no, this is another one. This is the classic variation.
Yeah. Wow. G4.
B5. From my understanding, B5 is not accurate. You're supposed to start with bishop E7, rook E1, and only now B5.
Yeah.
Bishop B3 and whatever, castles or D6, whatever.
D6.
D6 is the old way, castles is like the new way to. Well, I say it's new, but it's been known since Capablanca's time, yeah? It's the Marshall Gambit for the reason that Marshall invented it. Yeah, full compensation. Yeah. But not another one that I wouldn't recommend my students to play.
Of course.
Never. Just never. Okay. So castles? B5, bishop B3, bishop E7. I mean, D4 seems like a interesting try, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait. I remember this was like one of those positions. Can you... Oh, I know. It's one of those that you sort of sack the pawn, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
How was it? You take... If takes, is this the thing?
Takes.
You play like C3 or something.
Yeah,
I forgot.
C3.
Because the whole point is that you cannot go for like this, yeah? Because C5 and
Yeah.
C4 entraps the bishop.
Yeah, this is
So,
main trap.
typical idea.
Yeah.
But I think you go like C3 or something, yeah? ED4, you go C3 or something. I know white's supposed to be doing pretty well here. No, E5 is better, okay.
Yeah, E5.
Okay, so this is not playable at all. Okay, so d6 is the right way. Yeah. c3, bishop g4. Yeah. I mean, that's the reason why in a lot of the rival test positions, White was playing h3. We were just talking about that, yeah? Because a lot of times bishop g4 is annoying because it forces us to do something about this pawn on d4. But White's still defending it for now. So the point is that, of course, Black can't take on e4, yeah? Let's ask the viewers to see if they know why. I mean, only two guys. I don't think there will be. Would they be typing anything in the chat? I don't think so.
How many players? How many people are there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I should probably post these stuff in the group, yeah? Doesn't seem like anybody is too aware of these things going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wanna do the honors?
Huh?
Right. 3-9. Yeah. Visual. 3-9. There we go. Okay. So typical idea in the ground.
Yeah.
In this sort of rival pass. Even in Italian, it's a very, very standard idea. So kids should be aware of this. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Right. Okay. So okay. So yeah. Let's go back. Is anything still on? Okay, you should. Oh, we're looking at this game, yeah? Again, we don't understand h6. Obviously, Black is not going to go g5 here. That's make any sense. Bishop d2, I'm not sure what's necessary.
I would just play b4 here, I think.
Yeah, or even just like normal bishop d3 castles. Looks like a very healthy position.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we should be worried about bishop c3 because, I mean, maybe White was worried that in the future, I don't know, let's say castles, and now Black will play bishop c3, and then she's like, oh, maybe this pawn is weak. But there are a lot of other factors, yeah, besides that pawn. Now it may be a backward pawn, but I'm not convinced it's that weak. Because how are you gonna attack it? Yeah. So you might have to play b6 because maybe I would attack this. And now one idea I can do is, okay, what did I do? Okay, so what to move? I can even start with a4. This is my move. And I can think about putting a bishop on a3.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's a nice
with exchanging the dark square bishop on the 9.
Also, I'm not sure whether this might be stronger. Very primitive, yeah. But could be very effective because my understanding is that in a lot of these lines, oops, where were we? Yep, you're looking at this, right? My understanding is that in a lot of the, where were we? Oh yeah, we're looking at this, yeah. Oh no, we're looking at this line, yeah, something like this. Yeah, 97 castles, and we're looking at something like that. Oh no, we're looking castles takes, and we were like even saying bishop c2. So the idea is very obvious. It b6 queen d3 because usually when we do this, it's nice to have the bishop on c1 so that Black cannot play g6 because the pawn hangs.
Yeah, indeed.
Because g6 is the main way you meet this, and if you do this, then I jam my pawn.
Yeah.
This is very nice.
Just going forward.
So easy. Yeah, queen d3 and knight f5 is obviously g4.
g4
Queen's piece. So your only chance is to allow the queen in, but it's not really a chance. It's terrible. So that's why I wouldn't be worried about bishop c3. But White's two bishops are just very, very strong.
Yeah.
And the attack almost plays itself. Okay, Black played knight f5, queen b3.
Bishop b6.
Yeah, bishop b6. f4 is too much. But it could be a thing in the future. Knight b5. Oh, I really hate this move. I think that you should just castle, yeah? Whatever, if knight d6 comes, then it comes, yeah? Because, I mean, you give up your prized bishop like that.
Yeah.
It's not the way you should play chess, yeah?
Sometimes they don't know what is a good bishop, what is a bad bishop. Is it in the position that knight can trade a bishop? So
Yeah,
the kids should learn that lah. If they want to get improved,
yeah.
they want to get better, they need to find a way to learn that. They need to find someone to learn about
I
that.
think it's also, you know, you learn from experience. Yeah, you make a mistake like that, and then you sort of learn it's wrong, and then you don't do something like that again.
If they are a
Hopefully.
good player, if they are a good person or a good chess player, they will learn. But if they play chess because of their mom, their dad, their parents,
I can
I
see
don't
where
think
you're
so.
going.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
know
so.
where you're going. Yeah.
Because some of my students also like that. So I taught him. I taught already about one things, and then suddenly in 2 3 days they already
Forgot
forgot
already.
already. So
Yeah, classic, classic thing.
that's why.
I have stories like that as well. Exactly same line, yeah. Next day forgot already. In the game,
Yeah,
I just showed them one day before. Next day forgot already.
that's why I said. The best thing is, I have one tournament in I think in Commonwealth and on that particular time lah. Three of my students play the same player, play the same opening, but three of them lost.
Was it because the player was strong?
No, the the best part is, uh, they enter the same trap. No, I mean I create a trap for them to beat the one girl, and suddenly the one girl escaped the trap easily because three of my students didn't do what I what I taught them. They didn't play the line what I taught them. Three of them. So I was like,
So it's like you got like these traps or something.
no cheapo trap because I still remember the line, the full line.
Let's show it. Let's show it. I mean, I'm quite curious. What line were we talking about again? Okay,
uh,
let's show this. We gotta show this one. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
E4 C5.
Yeah.
Knight f3, knight c6, d4,
Oh, sorry. Knight
knight
three,
c6,
six,
d4,
d4.
capture,
Takes.
knight capture, g6,
Yeah.
c4. Sorry, not c4.
Knight c3.
Knight c3, bishop g7, bishop e3,
Yeah. I don't think you would teach the
knight
Roxy.
f6,
Yeah.
and now bishop c4,
Yeah.
castle, f3. The, the girl played f3, and I thought about queen b6, but three of them didn't play queen b6. When they go outside, they say, "Oh, I forgot this trap. Oh, I
So what, they
forgot
all
this."
play d6, so
No, they play. I think. Yeah, all of them play d6 and then get crushed because g4 h4.
and they don't play like the
They don't know how to play because in this particular line, I taught them about knight takes knight if bishop b3, but now
Yeah.
it's because bishop c4, so it's very big difference.
yeah, of course. Bishop b3, there are some crazy lines with, I think a5 is a move as
Yeah,
well,
a5
right?
a5 is move as well. A5 a5 castle.
Yeah, and then there's like a4 or some
A-
d5 ideas. Or
Yeah,
a lot of different ways to play.
A4 knight A4 knight capture knight takes c4, and then I think the line is knight b5,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
rook a6, and then
Yeah, there's some crazy lines like that.
yeah
for sure.
because I play as black
a5,
yeah, castle
castle, a4.
a4 knight takes,
It's a
and then
very,
knight
very, very
b5
sharp
rook
line.
a6, and then here c4 d6, and then queen e2 knight f6, rook d1, I think rook fd1 here. I think
Right,
rook fd1, bishop d7, rook c1, queen b8. This is I still remember.
Then you like rook c8.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's a very, very sharp line.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not sure it's the most practical, yeah. I mean, personally, the line I like here is queen a5.
Yeah, queen a5 was.
It's the positional line.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you're playing these white players, one is knight c3, you go for the positional line, you can't really go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very, very safe. Of course, if you're looking for winning chances, it can be a bit hard.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But then if you're looking for winning chances, you probably shouldn't be playing Accelerated Dragon, yeah?
Yeah.
Because the whole point for Accelerated Dragon is just like easy position with like easy moves and solid.
Yeah.
But not the one that promises the most winning chances. Because
No.
also the Maroxy is, if
Yeah.
white knows what he's doing, it's very, very solid.
Yeah, that's why I always trick them in this variation. I play the knight g4 line.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like bishop g7, bishop e3,
knight
knight
f6, knight
f6, knight
c3, knight
c3, knight
g4.
g4 take,
Yeah,
and
takes.
I think a lot of
Which
people
knight
don't know
takes?
queen d1. Yeah,
Yes, yeah, a lot of people don't know.
if you don't know queen d1, black is better.
One of our player also I think 1718 also, but then he fall into this trap.
And he
So
play what, bishop d3, and then he
he
like
played.
gem d5 or something. Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he fall. He just fall, and then I was
yeah.
like, seriously, you don't know this trap.
Okay,
That's the
you
problem.
kid, yeah. If you play this line, you have to know this stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I played this line with both colors, so it's like, yeah, it's one of my favorite lines to play. Yeah,
No,
queen b6,
Queen
yeah,
b6, Queen b6.
massive score. I
Bishop
guess the
b3.
idea is that there's
Bishop
some sort
b3,
of knight
knight takes
g4,
e4.
yeah.
Yeah, bishop b3, knight takes e4.
Oh, even better, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is hanging. That's funny. A 2600 lost this with black. How is that possible?
I don't know.
A 2600? Alexander Montilev. We're gonna laugh at Montilev, but he somehow lost this as black. Against some 2400. But a GM, by the way. Baramits is GM. But okay. Somehow I think it's played, yeah. Actually, it's not too bad, yeah. Actually. Even this knight d5 is not too bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's still okay.
So it's not like, finish. It's still playable, huh?
Still playable, but a pawn is a pawn. A pawn is a
True.
pawn.
Yeah. And maybe white doesn't play energetically enough. Because
Yeah.
obviously these GMs they're going to make things as hard as possible for you.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe the kids they don't, yeah. So that was the point, I guess. And all of them didn't find it. Oh well. Well, what can I say? I mean, I've forgotten lines in the past as well, but usually if I know for certain my opponent's gonna go for a line, yeah, I usually would try to remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. As a coach, we need to remember a lot of lines, so.
Yeah, for sure. But not as much as being a player, because as a coach you can sort of check it if you don't remember. As a player, you have to check it from your head only, so that makes things a lot harder.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, castles, yeah, and okay, it's still not too bad, yeah. It's still sort of playable. Yeah, I think white is doing well. I can even consider some sort of doubling on the c file, yeah. Okay, black maybe. Okay, gets back castles, yeah. c5 looks very standard.
Very standard.
Yeah, I guess rook c8, but then rook c1, yeah.
c1, yeah.
I guess you just sort of have to try to grovel and make a draw. Yeah, there's nothing else you can do as black.
Because white also doesn't have anything to play actually.
Yeah. Well, I have plans. Yeah, I can do something like, let's say off the top of my head. I'm not sure whether this is any good, but I can do this. Trying for
before.
Oh dear. Yeah, I can try this. So then queen d3, going for b4. Sorry, just realized that the board wasn't showing that well. So anyway, we left it somewhere here. Yeah, knight b5, bishop c7. Takes and rook c1, castles, and here we were thinking black will castle, and now we play rook c5, and we just double on the c file. And the next step will be, of course, to push the stuff on the queen side to try to make use of this c file. Actually, I'm thinking, why would I go queen d3? I'll go queen c3. Then maybe it's knight e7. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't do this. Oh, is that right? Oh, I'm just thinking, do we have this? Oh no, but then everything gets swapped off. Yeah, this rook c8.
Yeah.
And like the whole pieces get swapped off the board. Okay. So no way. No way we can do that. That's what we're supposed to do. Okay, castles is played, so I guess rook c5 is.
Rook c5, I think
it's not the only move, obviously, but it's the standard idea.
Yeah. Because attacking on d5, there's a lot of things.
I'm also not sure about queen d7, but it seems logical to try to get knight e7 in.
Yeah.
Maybe we do something else, yeah, other than that. What are we thinking about?
Queen
d3. But then knight e7.
And b4?
Yeah, before b6.
Yeah. b6.
Don't mind black's position now, actually.
Yeah.
Stuff is getting traded off.
Of course.
Okay, so let's try to figure out. Knight e7 is the idea. Maybe how I can try queen b5.
Queen b5, yeah.
So that knight e7 I want to take and go rook c7. Okay, none of that happened. You play rook e1. Really understand that
don't
move.
understand anything.
I don't understand why you would put rook on e1.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
maybe he doesn't want to allow f6. But I don't think I would be worried about that
No,
because
if f6,
let's
your knight on
say
f3.
rook c5 was played. Now f6.
Ah,
Okay. Now I will take it. Yeah. I think I'll happily take it. Because I'm thinking that it's such a symmetrical position. Yeah, it's symmetrical, yeah. We have like we have like what should we say? We have opposite bishops, but you know his dark squares are pretty weak as well.
yeah.
Okay, but there are some things I have to be careful about, yeah? Like for instance I would like to play bishop f4 now, but that would be a blunder. Yeah, and I guess you guys can see why. This is the knight takes d4 there. But okay. Yeah. Maybe it's f6 takes because then you get f4, yeah? Maybe that's the idea.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not so clear, yeah? Maybe that's why I didn't like this.
If black pawn and f4, the white have some serious problem also.
Actually, it's so serious, but it's annoying. It's a little bit annoying for sure.
Annoying because I think it's rook g6 idea is quite strong. Yeah.
And it could have some ways you could counterplay. Anyway, there's been so many moves, so we should just go back. Yeah, a4. Okay, typical idea. You want to play b3, force him to take because I mean our bishop and e3 is not making a great impression, so we love it if black has to swap it off. Okay, but black gets rook c8 now. Black is fighting. Yeah, because even though he's got not a nice bishop, but he's going to take control of the c file. I think he has some decent play here. So now I guess we need to play what, rook e1 or how else we can defend this? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because if we do this, then you can just take and rook c8.
Yeah.
This is not good. So I guess we just go rook e1, yeah? Okay, it's still a lot of play left in the position, of course. Even this is possible. b3 is hanging, yeah?
Yeah.
And if you take, then actually black gets rook c8, and he has a very nice control over the c file.
Yeah.
So I think he is doing fine here. Now, okay, what are we supposed to do instead? Okay, so I think black's actually sort of coming back in this game, yeah? Okay, so we'll come back to this one. White's still thinking here. Let's see. Any other games? I don't know why these games aren't starting yet. This is terrible. Of course they have started, but it's no broadcast. The one we're calling for black, I'm still calling for black. Your student is consolidating extra piece here.
No.
Slowly but surely, as she should be doing. Somebody needs to clean up.
The
We can call that as well.
Need to win. That's all. I don't care. He want to take 10 hours or a day. I don't care. At least he went out from the door and he said, "Okay, I win. Okay, then it's fine."
Yeah, I feel like when you have a position like that, it's not about winning fast. I agree with that, but it's about choosing the surest way, the safest way.
Yes.
Yeah, the one which gives you 100% chance of winning. So, I mean, it's a piece for like a pawn, yeah. So there should probably be many ways to do that.
Yeah, but I always say to my student that even though you're up a piece or even up 2 pieces, don't ever underestimate your opponent. They can make comeback anyhow anywhere in the game.
I mean,
so
the game's
always aware.
Absolutely, it's very important to stay vigilant all the way to the very end. You make a very good point. Alright, so I mean the games are ongoing.
For you 54 minutes, is it correct?
I mean, I think this is wrong. I mean, given the way the broadcast has been going on, I have a feeling that these games, they're not that great. That's probably not the correct timings. But okay, I think we should be absolved of all responsibility for this. We are not in charge of this media stuff, so don't blame us. Blame the PCA. But okay, I think they're doing a pretty good job given the fact that there are many games. So we'll take it. I mean, credit where credit is due. Yeah, they've managed to organize a nice event like this. And yeah, I guess we'll now take a break, and yeah, I'll see you in about maybe 10-15 minutes when the games start to heat up. Yeah, so yeah, don't go anywhere, and we'll be back very, very, very soon.
I'm forgetting cold. Ay, wait.
Timbro, Timbro. Alright, we are back for some more interesting games. Alright, so let's jump straight into the action. Now, I managed to get some stuff from Clono working during a break. So, yeah, we're gonna look at some games. So, in Ivan Travis's game, okay, he likes to play these systems from both sides. You can see. Okay, C takes D5. Okay, it's very, very solid play. But there's been some new moves coming in. G3, C4 takes, knight C3, knight E5. Okay, and the idea is that white is trying to play against these pawns and trying to make sure that black cannot play the move C5 or, you know, in some cases even E5 in a good version. But usually C5 is the big break that white's trying to stop. Hence the move bishop E3. Bishop A6, queen A4. Queen drops back and okay. Now, yeah, seems like white's getting his strategy and it's really stopping this C5 idea, which means that black's position starts to get quite unpleasant, yeah? Now, it's just telling the viewers that in these type positions, it's all about the break C5, yeah? If black can get C5, then black is good. But if black can't, then it is suffering. And for now, it seems like he can't. So, it looks good for white. But okay, should still be careful, yeah? Because now C5 is a threat. That's why we had this sort of bishop b5, because black wanted to take on a4, and then once the knight is gone, he's ready to play c5, yeah? And that's why the knight came back. But now, I'm not sure, maybe c5 immediately was possible.
Yeah, I think C5.
It went bishop a6, and again is the asking why, what are you gonna do about c5? It's not so easy, yeah? Not so easy. I don't know how you actually deal with c5. It's very strange. I mean, if you play h5 with c5, I mean, yeah, you could try something like queen d2 there, but I guess takes and even bishop a3, and I think black should be doing fine. There's also e5 ideas, but okay, that would be a bit hard because of this diagonal, but I feel like once black gets c5, he's got a nice structure, he shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, so actually here I don't mind black's position. I think that white needs to find a way to deal with this, otherwise it could be an issue. Queen b2. How's that stopping c5? Trying to think.
I'm not sure.
c5, dc, bishop c5.
Wait, when I think it's okay, I think.
Yeah, knight takes is also possible, yeah. Don't see any issue with black, yeah. I actually like black already.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Wow, what's happening here? So we have Aka, is the King's Indian guy yesterday. And we have a Karo Khan, Queen b6. I'm not sure whether this is... I don't really buy these lines in e6.
I don't love c3 more.
Yeah, me here, bishop c3, yeah.
Yeah, c3 the first, after c5. After c5, I think the best for white is white need to capture the c5 pawn.
I mean, DC is the main line, yeah? Knight c6, and then there's
c3, I don't
yeah.
think it's a
Actually,
good move,
the dangerous line is d takes c5,
yeah.
knight c6, and f4.
Yeah.
Not bishop b5. Bishop b5 was the old way, but f4 is the new big one. Yeah, and that one is very dangerous for black. So, yeah. Well, okay, this is nothing, yeah? But I'm not sure about any of these black decisions.
Here, Just play bishop f5 maybe.
Yeah, bishop f5 is definitely the move that I'm thinking of.
I'm not going to capture d4 because when you capture d4 now c3 is open, so knight can go on c3.
I mean, we're talking about this in the French
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
it's
why.
also for that's one thing. I guess on knight c3, and also that you're sort of releasing the tension in the center, so that's
Yeah.
not good. And I mean, I like bishop f5, of course.
Yeah.
g4, I don't think is something too worrying. I just go bishop g6.
And
If
h4,
h4,
just
h5,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's nothing.
No, but h5 we can take. So maybe h4 you play just h6.
Yeah, yeah.
And you say, okay, yeah, I got these pawns there, but okay, I'm going to delay castling. It's like I'm not going to castle into an attack.
Yeah.
So okay, it's gonna be quite solid. But maybe he didn't like that. That's why I did this. But I don't like any of this.
I go to French bet.
But okay, maybe he's going knight f5. Okay.
Yeah. Why should you pick a Rokan when you get a French structure?
Yeah, you know we're criticizing.
That's the problem.
I just realized we're criticizing that guy in the previous game, right? This is exactly that same position, but white has even extra tempo because black plays c6 and then c5, yeah? It's like as good as it gets, isn't it? But okay, it's still not so easy. Knight a4, but I definitely like white, of course.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, actually, when you play the Chinese players, you should not play like that, yeah, from my experience, because they are very, very solid.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, I think black had to do something like this, because otherwise you take on f5, it's miserable, yeah? You're like defending worst position against low rated player.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a total nightmare. So you at least have to do this. It's probably terrible, but okay, black has chances. He can bring his bishop out, and it's not so easy for white to lift some pieces to the attack.
Yeah.
Bishop d7, knight c3. Sure, knight c3. I was thinking also even knight c5,
Knight c5
because I want a4 and rook
Yeah,
a3. I want the attack. Yeah.
Yeah, because knight c5. Knight
Knight
c5.
c5, okay.
F4 idea is very strong.
Knight c5, bishop b5. Oh, and then maybe I just go rook e1
Yeah,
and
yes.
rook e3. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to lift so badly. This one. The now actually is not so easy to lift. Probably you still go f4, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Because bishop c5 is never working.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe no, but f4 a5 doesn't threaten anything. I just go rook f3 and
Yeah, indeed.
oh, but the thing about f4 is I want this g4. I want to have this line open for my queen, and also rook c4 could be coming up.
But you
Actually,
don't have
no.
a light square bishop. Yeah.
I think white has misplayed a little bit because once rook c4 comes, I think I like black already. Yeah, because
I'm still actually from
right. Okay. Yeah.
go back.
I mean, we can have a look at this on another analysis board for sure. Yeah. So I'll go back. E4. What? How did they do this?
D4,
D4,
D5,
D5,
E5, E5, C5,
E5, C5, and we're saying C3. By the way, the main line now is this and knight C6, F4.
Yeah.
I mean, E6 is probably the most solid way nowadays, but
Yeah.
knight C6 was the old way, but F4 is the problem with these lines.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
C6.
And there are some crazy lines here, which I can't remember, so I won't show. But okay, C5.
C3.
So C3 is nothing, yeah?
Knight C6. Knight F3.
Knight F3, but we didn't understand
Capture.
queen E6. There was, yeah, I was thinking bishop F. Oh wait, not F3. He played like bishop E2 or
Bishop
something.
E2. Yeah, bishop E2. Yeah, bishop E2.
And yeah, bishop
Bishop
F5
F5,
is
bishop is the main move here.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, then he played bishop C takes D4. There's only 10.
I mean, does queen B6 make any sense? 'Cause it's the French move, yeah, but maybe there is some issues with the D5 pawn hanging now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess you take right and then like bishop B3. But how bad is this? Oh, maybe it's pretty bad, yeah, before you take it.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, this is not the way, yeah. Okay, it's definitely not
Well,
the way.
black won the game.
Black won, but the position was pretty shit, yeah? It's just a free piece free pawn for nothing. And free central pawn as well.
Yeah.
So you cannot play like that. Okay, so ends bishop f5 had to be the move, yeah?
Bishop F5 is better.
I don't know, maybe he was worried about like g4 or something. Because if you knight f3, it's like you play e6, it's a great version of this French, yeah? So that's what you play the Caro-Kann for. g4, bishop g6, and what, h4? And we're saying just h6, yeah? Like, it's not too bad. Oh, actually h5.
H5. Just, I think it's just H5.
Oh, you just sack it, yeah? And you go like,
Yeah.
oh, this is some nice line. Bishop e4 forcing something to go to f3, yeah? So if f3, then we go back to f5. And this is a good thing. Or if not f3, then it's going to be pinned forever. Or we can even do like e6, queen b6.
Yeah.
And it's very nice for us. This is actually a very nice line. But yeah, of course, these CDs are not Not that great.
It's not that great.
Queen B. What did he play? He played Queen B6.
He played A6.
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 Oh, E6.
Yeah, A6.
Again, it's very strange
Knight
play. Yeah?
F3.
Queen B6
Queen
and
B6,
castle. Yeah.
Knight C3, I think here.
I think he castled, right?
So,
Knight E7.
Knight C3. Knight C3, Knight
Yeah,
F5,
Knight
Knight
C3,
A4.
Knight F5. Yeah, Knight F5, Knight
Knight
A4,
F5, Knight A4.
Queen D8, and then
A8.
what did he play?
A3.
Yeah, A3 I'm not so sure about actually. Yeah?
A3 there, that's it. A3 before.
He's trying for A3 before. It's
Yeah.
standard idea, but not so sure about that. It says Bishop G5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I get that makes sense. Yeah, it's like what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Black has put all the pawns in light squares. This is Black's worst piece,
Yeah.
and Black's only good piece is this guy. So we
Yeah.
trade it off. We have a nice position.
Yeah,
Taken
yeah,
like
it
Rook
is.
C1,
Yeah.
and now maybe this A3 before idea starts
Yeah,
to
yeah.
become pretty strong.
Yeah.
Oops, not King E7, Queen E7, but okay, Rook C1. Okay, something like Queen D2. Even A3 before seems possible. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
So, okay, Queen D8.
A3.
A3.
Bishop,
Okay, not the biggest fan of this, but it's okay. I think Bishop E7.
So B4.
Yeah, before.
I don't know how to play what. He plays.
What did he play? Did he just castle on a Bishop D3? Yeah, or what happened? That's the disadvantage of this clone, or you can't actually put it here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, that's the way. Okay. So he castled and Bishop D3. I'm not sure about Bishop D3 actually.
If me, I just put Knight C5. If me, I would put Knight C5.
I agree actually, because I want to actually force move like B6 and then.
Yeah.
And then actually, where would you go back to? You should go to A6 or.
I would just B3.
So I'm not sure the knight's that well placed here, but it is defending this pawn, which.
Yeah, because I think the idea is Bishop B2, Rook C1.
Yeah. Also, the idea is like Bishop D3 and maybe
Yeah,
considering Bishop
yeah.
F5.
Yes. Yeah, no,
That could be
because you can
possible.
play G4.
And also B5, and you could try to push this way.
And you can play
Like, we have
G4.
many
G4
ways.
also in this position.
Sorry?
G4.
Yeah,
G4,
it's not out of the
H6,
question,
H3,
for sure,
and
yeah.
then.
Then the knight gets stuck, exactly.
That's the things.
So, why has a lot of ideas? Yeah, I agree. Knight C5 is just good. Okay, so what happened before castles, Bishop D3, and I think Black had to do this because otherwise it just sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes Bishop D7. And it was staying Knight C5. Yeah. Let's see what the engine thinks of this.
C5.
Actually, thinks Black is fine. Yeah. So maybe this was not right. Maybe Bishop D3 was not right. Yeah. It didn't feel like the best, but it still looked okay for White. Maybe we are too pessimistic about Black's position. Just B6, yeah, and then Rook C8, then you come.
Yeah.
Right, so we don't have time to bring Rook. Okay. Fair enough. So it wasn't all that bad anyways, but I think Knight C3 was even worse, yeah? Knight C3 and then just Rook C8 and Black is just much better, yeah?
Yeah. Now A5 is playable.
Okay,
A5 is ideal, yeah.
so predicting this for Aka, I guess. Alright. Let's see any other interesting games. We haven't looked at Agnes's game, have we? Here we go. Okay, so right. So okay, Bishop B7. Hello there. Yeah. Do you want to join us or no? We're always looking for new guests, obviously. So if you want to, you're more than welcome. So in the Agnes game, takes Knight F6, Knight C3, A6.
Knight of main line.
Main line, absolutely. Takes E5. It's this theory. It feels good for Black, you know?
Yeah. I think Knight 2 is blunder already.
think Black is just winning, yeah?
Blunder already.
Black is just winning, yeah?
Yeah.
It's easy. Okay, no Black wins, of course. I think we can call this for Black at this point. There are more moves, but 2 bishops, extra pawn.
Yeah. I love Black position. You can have B4 here, Rook C8, B4. You have very strong move.
Yeah.
You have a lot of strong move here.
I mean, it's so good.
Yeah.
Even
It's
it's
so
so
good to
good
be
that
bad.
even
It's so good to be bad.
it's so good that even I could beat Magnus, yeah, from here.
Oh,
Easily. That's how good it is. The only issue is, of course, Magnus will not get into this position against
Yeah, of
me.
course.
That is the big
That's
problem,
the
yeah.
big problem.
That is the big problem. Okay, let's look at the other games.
Oh,
Right.
also not enough.
This looks like a Rosa, actually. No, it's a knight off.
That's it. That's it.
But they got this double
Ay,
G
Queen
pawns,
E2,
yeah.
Queen E2 is very rare line.
Yeah, but it's been there. Yeah. It's been there. Okay, takes and GF. Okay, interesting. Why GF? They understand why he did that.
Maybe he wants to just get a very strong center. Maybe.
Why he didn't play Bishop F6? Is it because of Knight B5?
Yeah. Like
Maybe.
Like B5.
But
yeah,
is that so scary?
Because
I'm not sure we'll be so scared about it. Let's have a look at
I'm
it.
not sure.
Let's have a look at that. Okay, so where were we? E4, C5, Knight F3,
D6.
D6, yeah? Alright, D4 takes,
Knight
Knight F6, Knight C3, A6, yeah?
B5.
Bishop
G5,
G5, E6,
F4,
yeah.
Knight B7, and Queen
Queen
E2.
E2, yeah, that's
Bishop
right.
B7, castle.
And Queen C7,
H7,
H4, right?
Yeah, H4, H4, H5.
H5. I think King B1 was played B5 and it's got Rook H3.
Yeah, and I think King is still on C1, I think.
So Rook H3, B5, and then they took, yeah? This is what happened.
Yeah.
Let's double check if that's the way. Wait, what's that game? Yeah, the game was still on C1. Yeah, it's exactly this, yeah? Okay. So, Bishop F6. Yeah, we were thinking what was wrong with this. Maybe he was worried about some line like this, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, is it that... I'm not sure I'll be that worried about this. Then maybe it is something I should be worried about, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we should. Oh, there is this. Okay, fair enough. Because if not for that, I feel like black is doing well, yeah? But because of that, there is a problem. Because of this Rook C3 idea, there is a problem. Okay, so this Rook actually becomes quite useful.
Yeah.
Okay, so Knight F6, I guess... I can see computer was suggesting Knight F6 is best, but I guess he didn't like E5. That's the only reason why he wouldn't go for that, yeah? You have to take it, because otherwise, let's say you do something like this. Actually, wait. I was gonna say take and like Knight B5, but it's Bishop F4. I don't know. It's very strange. I feel like, of course, you probably should take, yeah, that's the best way. And then some sort of Knight G4. And this pawn, maybe it's just weak here.
Yeah.
Maybe I was worried about some Queen E4, but there's Bishop B7 always. I think black is doing well here, yeah. See what he thinks.
Of course.
Yeah, black is doing well. It's -1, yeah.
Very
so E5 just taking Knight G4, exactly. So black is doing very well after Knight F6. But GF also looks interesting. Because you also have the G file, yeah? But you always have to worry about some sort of F5 ideas to try to, try to open up some
B5. F5 Knight B5. That's the main idea here. Yeah, F5. I think at least F5 is a must. A3 first.
Maybe B4 is
before
because F5 B4 is like typical idea, yeah. But actually here there might be FE, so I don't think it's possible. It's not A5, yeah.
A3.
Okay, I guess it's sort of still quite solid, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as I don't really know much about these structures in general. It's not my line. Okay, but alright, let's get back to the other games, yeah? I guess. So let's see what else do we have. So what else do we have here? Right. Oh yeah, this was the game where we thought what was doing well until he sort of blundered his knight. Not blundered, but he sort of allowed this, which, to be fair, it wasn't so easy for us to evaluate. We thought it was nice for white, but it turns out that maybe it's not, yeah? A5. Yeah, black's starting to get his own play, yeah? Because I feel like strategically in long term, I feel like black is doing fine.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah, because he's got two bishops. If this bishop can come out, this light square bishop can come out.
Yeah.
It should be doing well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but okay, still some play. No, I think white will try to put a knight on d4 and try for f4, f5. Like the king is, it's relatively safe, but it's still, you're still missing this pawn edge stuff, which it's double edged. So yeah, exactly. So now we will see, I guess. What are we expecting here? d5?
Yeah, I'm
Like that?
expecting b5.
Seems logical, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I guess we can go into some other games. Okay. So rook e3 and knight b6. So he's going for knight c4. I don't really understand rook e3. Feels strange to me. He's trying to. He's saying he wants e5, but I don't think that's the move you want.
Yeah, of course, because you want d5 square, not the e5 square.
Like the e5 square, fine. Even if you get e5, we take 3 times. What do you already have? Okay, maybe the pawn h5 is attack. That's why knight b6 is, I think, pretty nice, because e5, now de, fe, and I'm gonna show on the board. Yeah, so wait a second. So we're saying, yeah, here we didn't really understand what this decision, to play rook e3, because we are saying that knight b6 I think is it's a nice idea, yeah, because we didn't. If e5, then I guess this is really bad, because d and then knight c4, yeah, and this is probably really bad, because now you lose this pawn. Oh, I think I know. Maybe he just doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to play g3 and like improve the bishop. Yeah, maybe that's why he put his rook there. Because where else is he gonna put his rook? He's not gonna put it on d3 because he wants to knight c5. So maybe this is his idea. Oh, I see what he wants now. And that's a cool idea, isn't it?
It's got cheaper also.
It's a bit cheaper, I agree.
Yeah, cheaper.
Cheaper guy. So I didn't understand it. Yeah, that makes sense. Knight d5. Yeah. That's why knight b6, yeah? So that knight d5, I guess you can even just ed, yeah? And if you do this, then I have knight d5. Oh, protect. Okay. So this is probably not dangerous.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's probably not dangerous for black, I think. This looks like a normal sort of good knight off. Alright, let's look at the other games. Are we okay. So oops, sorry about that. Okay, oopsie. It's right up there. It's looking a little bit weird, I have to admit.
Oh, you next b1. We're
I don't know what white is doing.
Yeah,
I don't understand anything.
Maybe it's too strong for us.
Maybe it was. Given the way he played yesterday, he might well be.
Yeah, like I used to play with Caravana, I didn't understand any.
Don't understand anything, eh?
When I still remember the Rosalimo. Kalsu play as black, and then he play knight f6, and then he play knight d7, knight f8, knight e6. I was like, what the hell is this? I don't understand anything.
But I mean that one, at least at the point, you're going for d4 square.
I know, but
this one, I don't know where the knight is going.
You know what? When I have a class on the on the next day lah.
Right.
And then I thought about the opening before previous class. In the previous class, I said don't move the same piece twice. And then suddenly they asked me. Suddenly they asked me, Coach, why world champion move the pieces 4 times in the openings? The knight 4 times in the openings. I said you are not concerned. I just said that lah. Because how can I debate about that? Because I already thought don't make don't make the moves with the same piece twice. And suddenly world champion play 4 times.
No, but I mean there's a point, yeah, because also the position that position is, I mean it's extremely close. It's relatively close, and white's only break is f4.
Yeah.
So with the knight on e6, you're stopping white's only break. So you're basically sort of stopping white's ideas of opening the position.
I tell all the ideas, ideas. if to the small kids is 10 years
Yeah,
old,
the tall kids, they will get
they will not
confused.
get anything. They didn't understand
They don't
anything. So
understand. Yeah, exactly.
I just said, okay, you are not concerned, so you should learn. You learn
That's true.
transfer.
Yeah. If you teach the stronger one, you can
Yeah, it's
explain. But
okay
the not
lah.
so strong one,
No
because the
lah.
strong one, they say, I want explanation.
Yeah.
I don't accept you say I don't cause you. Why?
Yeah. That's the
Why?
thing.
Show me. Tell me what. Show me. They don't believe you one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
They don't believe me. So, okay, knight b1. I guess he wants to play knight d2 followed by a3, and then play b4. I mean, white doesn't really have much of a plan, so that's the only thing he can try. Yeah.
But still,
Okay, it's still solid. Yeah, it's not so easy for black to break his.
if we beat here,
Thinking of knight a4, I guess. Oh, knight a4, queen a1. So you're not really thinking of that.
would be it. No, I think black is very put a lot of pressure on the white.
We're still like, I see. If knight d2, then no, but you still can't do that, yeah, because the rook on c8. Oh yeah, you can knight d2. You want knight a4, yeah, because then queen a1 is not working. The knight on d2 hangs.
Yes.
So that's what you want.
That's what I said.
That's a nice idea, yeah.
I didn't.
That's why I was just waiting for white to do his plan, and then boom, knight a4 in your face.
I'm really not sure. I think now if I will play as black. I will play rook b8
Yeah,
immediately.
I don't mind rook b8. It looks good.
Yeah.
Because it's like prophylactic against
Yeah,
white
sure.
side.
Yeah.
Knight d2, knight a4.
Yeah.
It's an active prophylaxis. I was thinking about something, but it's just crazy. Yeah? I was thinking about bishop takes e2, but
yeah.
I mean, it's bad for like a million reasons. Chief among them is just bishop c5,
Yeah.
and then I take on e2. But okay, you should look at these ideas here still, because you never know. Because like 95% of the time they don't work, but that 5% you win the game on the spot, yeah. Like if bishop e2 is working, you avoid resign, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to check them, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. Okay, this one we think black is doing very, very well. So knight's a bit unstable. And knight can't really move because then bishop b5. Knight e2, bishop b5, and black is winning.
Yeah, that's why I said if the black square bishop going to going to b5 square, then black's better. Black's clearly better.
Well, I mean, it sort of depends also, because if the knight can go to d4 properly,
it's okay,
then white will be doing well. But white cannot do that, because as soon as the knight goes, bishop b5.
Yeah.
Maybe not immediately. He has to try something like rook c1 and slowly tries with sort of knight e2.
Yeah, indeed.
But every time knight e2, bishop b5. That's the issue, yeah?
Yeah.
So it will be hard. It will be very hard.
Bishop c4, I think black's clearly good.
Yeah, because then you can never move your knight, because black can just chop it and then it's like he's doing well, yeah?
Yeah.
So
That's a problem.
that's always the issue. Okay, let's go on to the next game. What other games? This one we're calling it for. I mean, black's gonna win. I can even close this. I know why black's gonna win. What is going on? It's a Faris Lim. I mean, it's one of like Penang's top kids.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that is when he plays properly. When we played last year, he was playing so passively that I think I beat him like 20 moves or something. But you know, when these guys play properly, they can be strong, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
As long as you don't play like scat chess or anything. Because scat chess is the worst chess you can play. You lose very fast when you play scat chess.
Of course.
When our opponent plays scat chess, I'm very happy. Very happy. What is this? E5 takes? It's madness. It's complete insanity. I don't understand anything here. My understanding is you should play like AB, yeah, but wow, this is crazy. It's an interesting structure. Queen G5. Bishop's getting hit, yeah?
Bishop f3 is surgical.
Oh, bishop f3, knight c4 though.
Oh yeah.
That is his idea. Knight c, bc, and then these two. No, but that's d4 hangs. What am I talking about?
Oh, bishop f3. I think bishop f3.
Bishop f3, yeah. Knight c4 doesn't work.
No.
I just take and then bishop d4 and then
double pawn on c5 and then just maybe queen d3 and then rook c1 and black. White is clearly better because AB pawn is very strong there.
Well, I mean, bishop d4, you will get the b pawn, but my a pawn by itself will be
Yeah.
very strong.
That's why.
Yeah, and it will be not so easy for you to push the center pawns.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, what's the material actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Black's out
Oh,
of
black
pawn.
out pawn.
Interesting. How did black end up out of pawn? Oh, he took one pawn. This was equality. Then he took another pawn. And then b4, queen g5.
Yeah.
And clearly queen g5 was only, I think, only move, yeah. Otherwise you would be lost as well. I guess you could go ba, but then queen takes a4 is terrible.
Yeah.
So it's not as good to b7, it's terrible, of course. So queen g5. What now? Bishop f3, knight c4. Should open a different board, I reckon. Okay, so oh wait, d4, yeah. Knight f6. There's this weird line. b3, castles, knight f3, d6, and white played b3, yeah.
Yeah.
a6, bishop b2, knight c6, something like that, rook b8. And knight c3 or? Knight d2. Yeah, and b5. d5, knight a5. Take. Oh wait, take a knight d5.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Knight d4.
Now knight d4. I'm not sure about e5 actually. By the way, normally in these lines you take on b5 first, yeah. But that with the knight on d2, it's always misplaced. Yeah, you cannot play d5.
Yeah.
Like usually you want your knight on c3, and the bishop on b2 is so misplaced. Everything seems misplaced here. You play knight d5. Now, what are we looking at? We play knight d4, yeah?
Yeah. Then e5. 5, right?
Yeah, I play e5. I'm just thinking, is there anything else?
Yeah, e5, bishop takes knight, pawn takes knight.
Oh, there's an issue. If you play knight b6, this is an issue.
Yeah.
Or is it? There's still this, yeah?
Still.
And the queen is attacked. Still messy.
Very messy.
Maybe you just do like rook c1 or something, yeah?
Yeah.
Something like that. And b4 is coming. Okay, I guess this can be dangerous. So I guess e5 makes sense.
Yeah, bishop takes knight, pawn takes knight.
Yep. So thinking maybe it was not best for white to take there, but yeah, but if you move the knight, then AB, yeah. So maybe that's what you have to do. Takes. Now if b4, then rook takes b5. Yeah.
That's why a4 here, right?
And a lot of stuff is attacked. So that's why a4, and the idea is that after takes, there's b4. And now queen g5, a nice move. No, that doesn't work. Because what I was thinking of is this move. My idea was this. If you take, I'll play knight e4. It looks a bit strange, but the point is that once you move, then I can take on g7 and I can take a5.
Yeah.
Or maybe even better. Yeah, I'll do knight e4 first, so you don't have ed2. If you take here, then I just take with rook. And you have even more problems. The thing is, if e4, black can play c6. It's not so easy, yeah?
Yeah.
Knight f3, queen just drops.
Queen drop bishop a2.
And if bishop a2, then b8.
Takes, yeah.
Although maybe still queen a4, yeah? But I don't know. Doesn't look all that convincing to me.
Yeah. I
mean, queen a5 is dread, yeah? So, what do you do here? Oh, it's queen a5 is not a threat because that's not a threat. This is a threat. Bishop d4 is the threat. Maybe you do this. Does that make sense? Because I'm not threatening this knight. I'm only threatening the pawn.
Yeah, I'm suspicious.
Maybe I do this.
Yeah.
But no, I'm blundering stuff. Okay, no, no. I can blunder stuff in analysis. Let's not blunder stuff in a game. Yeah. Okay. Right. We move this back up. Do you want to join in? Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We welcome new talent. Who knows? Might be the next big commentator in Malaysia. We welcome new talent. E4. E4 is actually interesting. Yeah, but yeah, we think C6 is the way. Knight F3. Is there anything other than knight F3? I don't think there is. Yeah?
Not really sure.
Do we just drop it back now? Because maybe this inclusion of e4, c6 is good for us. Because d6 hangs at the end.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that... No, that's not what am I talking about? I'm not making any sense, am I? Takes, or maybe I am making sense. Takes, and now I get a quick queen d6. But I still rook a4.
Still messy.
The bishop on a2 has drawbacks too, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
What is this?
It's quite hard.
Yeah. It's not easy, is it? It's not easy at all. There's also immediately knight c4. But maybe this is not as good because now there's no hanging pawn on a4.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's not so easy. Maybe I still go like rook b1 and maybe I'll take this guy. See what the computer thinks. Okay, about equal. What does he think about e4? Oh, right. Yeah, of course, just e2, yeah. Too easy, too easy. Yeah, of course, you first look at these forcing moves, yeah? You think the queen? We clearly forgotten about that. Yeah. Okay. Not good, not good. So, bishop f3, your suggestion has to be played, yeah? Knight c4, but this is good for black.
I don't think so.
It's good for black, yeah?
Sure.
Also, something to be said about rook b4 because it doesn't exactly sort of transpose, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Because after takes and queen d4, we have queen f6. So it doesn't transpose. Okay. Let's go back to the games. We haven't looked at Po Yu Tian's game in a very, 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 very long time. So let's have a look. It's because there hasn't been much action, yeah? It's going very, very, very slowly. b5. Okay, so Po Yu Tian got b5. Takes. White's going for more piece straight. Takes. Bishop e5. Rook d8. Rook e8, yeah? What else?
Yeah.
Then rook e d1. Yeah, not so simple.
Yes.
White is very solid. I mean, it's expected, yeah?
For the positional grinding, only can play this.
Sorry?
Who love positional grinding, only they can play this. If me, I will blunder anyway. Because I'm too boring with this structure.
Blunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I play with London. I'm not playing the Kaidi setup ourselves. I just go for d5, c5, and then it all depends for what I want to do. But I'm comfortable with my preparation against London. It's much better than d6 for me.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, you gotta choose a line that you like against London because the thing about London is that another reason I don't recommend London is because so many lines are actually good for black.
Yeah,
I would say they're like better for black, but black gets what he wants from the opening. He gets equality, he gets a playable position with a lot of pieces on the board.
Yeah.
You can't really ask for more, yeah?
I love to play against London.
And there is no surprise effect anymore for the London because that was the key when Carlson was winning a lot of games. There was this surprise effect to the London, and that's why his opponents didn't really know what to do against it, and that's how he won very easily. And that's also one reason why he stopped playing the London. If you realize, Carlson almost never plays the London nowadays.
No,
because of that.
Carlson always played. I think for now, if you want to win a game, he'll play Catalan if he wants.
Yes, his new big weapon is the Catalan. Yeah, because the Catalan is almost inexhaustible. It's not like the London system, like a surprise, and then if Black knows what he's doing, he's you can't really press too much. The London, I mean, the Catalan, you can always find new ways to press for white.
Yes, of course.
Because it's a main line, and that's the beauty of the main lines. You can always find new ideas and new ways to press. And there are many, many ways you can try. So even if you are preparing against it, you might still face something that that you don't know. So that's why the cutlass is actually a very dangerous weapon for white, and that's why so many players in Malaysia are playing it nowadays.
Yeah, of course.
I remember there was a time where there were like maybe 5 or 6 Catalan players in Malaysia, but now it's like every single kid is playing a Catalan.
Yeah, actually, my students also. I have 3 or 4 students playing Catalan also now.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's a good line. It's a good line, Catalan. All right. Let's go back, see if there are any
Let's
other...
go to my students. I'm not sure about it.
Oh, by the way, the games have been updated.
Because it's okay, out of piece already. Yeah,
well, she was up a piece the whole way, yeah?
Yeah. Well, because her mom asked me that the previous woman is her mom actually. He said
ask her to watch our broadcast. Or she can ask her to come in and she can talk about how she raised her daughter to be so strong, yeah? I also want to learn. Next time if I got kid, I also want to know.
There's 3 pawns. 3 pawns is quite dangerous.
You play F6, yeah? Oh, actually, you can sweep this one, right?
Yeah. If me,
but maybe she didn't want rook F3. But okay, I sweep another pawn, yeah? I mean, you cannot be... The thing is that another disadvantage of being a piece down is that you literally have less attackers.
Yeah, that's the things.
Yeah, so I can play F5 anytime I want, and your attack will never go. But who can criticize F6 is a good move, yeah? Rook F8, this is good.
It's good.
Now you can even... Now it's time you have to take.
Yeah.
But okay, rook G6 is also a good move.
Pressure, keep more pressure.
Yeah, it's also good.
And after bishop G6 also very good.
Yeah. As for me, I mean, you know me now. I'm very, very greedy, so I would snap the pawn on the spot. But
bishop G4 also very good.
To reach his up, yeah?
Yeah.
Or to reach her off. In this case.
It's winning already lah.
Okay. Oh dear. I just realized I forgot to change the...
Maybe my students capture knight on e5 maybe.
Sorry?
I'm not sure. I think my students capture the knight on e5. I think somewhere else.
Knight on e5, where?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, we already saw this, yeah? She played bishop d3 and queen b3 and then the blunder, and then we were calling it after 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, it'll take more time, but the result will not be in doubt. Which is, has turned out to be true, I guess. Queen a4, 6. By the way, I just realized, can you go like bishop c8 to sort of improve it?
Bishop c8.
Queen b... No, maybe it doesn't do anything. Queen b5, bishop d7, queen a6. The bishop is better on g4.
Of course.
Yeah. Now at queen b6. I mean, your students play well. Okay. And she won. She's winning. Yeah. Full piece, no compensation.
Yeah, of course.
Queen h3. Now maybe it's time to take again. Or actually better rook f2.
Yeah,
now I don't take. Now I go rook f2. Even better. I'm not taking anymore. I'm not so nice anymore. I want even more. Yeah.
Mating attack is already there.
Yeah. I don't want the pawn anymore. I want more. Okay, finish. Yeah, this one already finished.
No problem.
It's not finished. Okay. Next game.
It's kind of enjoyable game also there.
Yeah. So it should be interesting. Knight f3, d4, d6, knight c3, g6. Bishop e3, a6. Oh yeah, we're looking at this, yeah. Bishop d3. Yeah, we're talking about this, yeah. White doesn't want to allow... One of us wants to play a3 because then, it's hard to go queenside castles. But then after that, he has to play a3 again because what are you gonna do before it's coming up? Bishop h6, castles, yeah. h4.
H4 straight over here. I'd have to play s1 here.
I mean, actually, White's play is coming very fast.
Yeah, that's why. That's the problem. If even after this h5 is very good because when I takes rook takes and position getting open already.
Well, okay, I think Black didn't do this correctly. Rook e8 is strange.
Very bad.
I think Black needs to jam c5,
C5
instantly and hope for the best.
Yeah, c5 really.
Actually, I don't think it's so bad. Yeah, actually, I don't think it's actually that bad. If you think about it. So, I mean, we can go to the game. Yeah. 1 second. I don't think it's actually so bad. So, yeah, let's go back and make a new chapter. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. New chapter, starting position. Alright. So what was the way we got that?
Before
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
before
Whatever.
F3,
D4
F3, F3,
D6
F3.
E4 G6.
Same
Whatever.
thing like same thing as
Knight C3.
yeah,
Yeah. Bishop E3.
knight,
Knight
knight
A6.
F6, knight F6 first. Knight F6, knight F3.
Normally the way they play the tiger
Yeah,
is
yeah,
they play
yeah,
A6.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that you don't run into any E5. Yeah.
yeah. And
But
here,
okay. Especially if white's already committed Knight C3. That's when you play A6. Well, okay, white played Queen D2 and now you play A6.
F6, knight F3. Knight F3, knight
Oh yeah,
F3.
Knight F3. Yeah.
Here.
B5,
B5.
and well, Bishop D3 was played.
Yeah.
Bishop B7, and now white play A3 and Knight D7, Bishop H6. By the way, I'm thinking maybe you don't castle, yeah? I was thinking maybe you even do this and
Yeah,
like play
yeah,
C5
yeah.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Indeed.
And then maybe this. Yeah, maybe D5. Yeah, but
D5,
okay,
D5
the
is
results
strong.
have been okay for black, yeah. It feels like playable way, for sure. Because you can even consider like queenside castles in some cases.
Yeah, yeah.
Since I don't think white is in any position to open queenside. Especially if white has already gone queenside, then as black, you're feeling much better about,
Yeah.
either just putting out the queenside or just leaving the king in the center and pushing. So white is also sort of waiting for. Well, it's also sort of waiting to see because he doesn't want to commit the king too early to queenside.
Yeah, of course.
Because then c5 comes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but bishop h6 castles. It's obviously a bit risky to do this because of h4, yeah. And I was thinking maybe you need something like c5, yeah, or something. But maybe just d5 or.
No, just capture first.
Oh, you just
There's
like
nothing,
yeah,
yeah,
everything.
yeah. It's something you transfer into Sicilian.
It's a Sicilian style.
Yeah, it's just transposing
Actually,
into
you know
Sicilian.
who plays these lines really well?
Uh,
Nihao.
yeah, Nihao also play this.
Nihao plays this line all the time.
Nihao play.
And he always gets like terrible positions and wins. And he's not winning against weak players, yeah. He's winning against guys like Grishuk,
I remember
those 2750s.
one of I think Prananda played this line against Carlson. But Carlson played on that time is G6, D6, A6, which is G7 or something.
Yeah, the classic tiger.
And then Prague play H4 immediately, and then Carlson get busted.
Yeah, it's also obviously a risky line, yeah, because you
Yeah.
play this line so that you can play for win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I know why is clearly better for me.
I'm
For
surprised
me,
you suggest E5, yeah. Isn't this like
yeah,
really,
it just
really good?
takes-
Oh. I guess he wants to open the E file so
No,
you get
because,
rook E8.
because the bishop already want to
Fair enough,
getting
fair
exchange, so
Okay.
I think E5 is reasonable here.
Yeah, I think so. If D5, C6, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
C6.
So this is no problem.
Yeah.
And if D, I guess you play knight E5. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. Takes and D5, and this should be fine.
This F3.
Yeah.
This F3 preventing knight G4.
Yeah, but okay, black has C5, C4, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Whereas
the queens get traded off, it should be fine.
For me, it should be fine. It's
Yeah. But instead he played like rook E8, which feels extremely slow. H5, E5. Yep. I'm tempted to just do it, yeah.
Scripture. Yeah.
This one should be good for white.
Yeah, of course.
Queen H6.
Like
It's still not over, obviously. Still a lot of play left.
G5.
Yeah,
D5,
so Queen
D7,
E7.
D5. So I want to play knight E6.
Maybe I play C6, yeah.
I think if that knight E6 maybe.
You're still gonna play knight E6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sack it.
Yeah, next E6.
I'll sack it. I'll sack everything. I guess you drop back, yeah. Because you also don't need to take right away, right?
Okay.
Because it's not running.
Yeah.
Then, what do I do? I mean, I have compensation, but you know, it's crazy, yeah.
After the queen side castle and D6 pawn is target. So.
Okay, can I go D5 maybe?
G5.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You take whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Maybe you take now, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay. I mean, let's say I play bishop takes here. D4 coming.
Here.
It looks fine to me.
Yeah, it's fine.
These pawns are so strong.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see what Angie thinks. I think black maybe even a little bit better, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, a lot better. A lot better.
Wait,
Do you actually sack it, yeah? Oh,
No,
C6
yes.
you got the castle, yeah.
Yeah,
You cannot be too greedy because otherwise it's bad. Yeah. Because you get too many pawns, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but you just castle and you cannot take because bishop G6.
Yeah.
Just to show, yeah. Castles you cannot like take twice because there will be some bishop G6, yeah. And this will be crushing.
Yeah.
It's hanging. Everything is hanging. Everything is collapsing. So absolutely no way.
Yeah. But I love white position actually. I
I
really love white.
agree. I absolutely agree.
Actually,
Okay, white
because
is doing well, but it's still
uh,
not so easy. Something on rook c8. White still has to work a little
yeah,
bit. So we'll see. Yeah, doubling on
no,
h4 makes a lot of
no,
sense, of course, because this pawn is hard to defend.
yeah.
Alright, we'll come back to this game. Yeah, we will come back to this game. Well, okay, that means some progress. Well, white played bishop g7, so what? He played rook c8. No, white played takes and d5. Okay.
Okay, still okay.
I mean, here I think I would go queen e7, yeah, so I can take back with a queen
Yeah,
g7. At
yeah.
least I don't get checked like that.
Indeed.
So I think it's inaccurate. I think I should take
Let's
g7
take
first.
g7 first and then queen
It's
h6
more
and then
accurate
d5.
than d5, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's more accurate. I'm not saying that this isn't like good for white. It probably is, but okay, bishop f8. I think white should take. I don't understand bishop e2. Maybe it's wrong, yeah, the
Yeah.
board, but because this play is looking very strange.
What the hell?
Castle c5 takes knight g5 and f4. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to understand what's going on. Okay. What is white strat actually?
Maybe
What's his idea with f4?
not really sure. But
He must have some idea, right?
yeah,
Otherwise
he must. He
it
must.
just looks dumb if there's no idea. Maybe he wants to take rook e5, knight f3, and push e5. That could be a possibility. Okay, that actually looks pretty dangerous. So maybe you have to go something like queen.
c7. c7 is just
But it feels so slow.
yeah. After
That's
this,
why I
after
don't
this
really
maybe
like
knight,
blacks play in a lot of these knights. It feels so slow.
if queen c7 then knight d5, knight takes, pawn takes, then bishop d3 back, and then just slowly go into the king side. I think. Not sure. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we'll
But
see. We'll see. Okay, so let's look at this. Yeah, what happened in the game was, yeah, not bishop g7, but he played like
d5,
d5,
c5.
and queen e7 obviously was the way. But oops, sorry, not rook e7, but queen e7 was obviously the way. But instead, what he did
rook
was,
c8.
yeah, he played
Knight
this,
d5.
and I don't understand bishop e2 as at
Queen
all.
c7. Queen c7 played.
Oh wait, no, he played
He
played
played
knight
c8.
f8, and then one
f8.
played bishop e2, which
Yeah.
looks completely ridiculous. I guess it
Yeah.
was a broadcast error, but I guess the current position is correct somehow. Did he play? He played like
c5, yeah.
c5,
c5. Pawn takes. Rook takes. Bishop takes bishop.
yeah.
Bishop. Knight g5.
Knight g5, rook e7, and f4. This is where we are.
Yeah.
So you're saying if queen c7, you're going knight e5?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not so sure, but
Yeah, there could be like some dangerous ideas. Like, I don't know if this is working already. Or do we take on e5? Is that better?
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, but
Not so easy, yeah.
yeah.
F
But wait, I thought I saw something.
Me too, but I forgot what that was. uh, f5 bishop. And bishop d5, maybe like b4 or something. I was looking at some ideas like this. I'm not sure whether it works though. Like this.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yes.
it looks a bit ridiculous, yeah. Like, okay, even if black just does this, what do we have? Nothing.
Nice.
This is dumb. This is just dumb. I don't know. I don't think knight d5 is right, yeah. It's hard for me to find a follow-up.
If capture on e5.
Yeah, maybe that's what we do. We take
Yeah.
and then we play like
And
knight
knight
d5.
d5, yeah.
This makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Now the rook need to go to e6, yeah. And then you
Still out of protect that one. It's just bishop f3 maybe?
yeah, bishop f3. Bishop
Knight
f3.
e6 again, I don't think it works. And knight e6
Bishop.
de.
Wait.
Sorry, knight e6, queen h6, king g8, de. And it's rook e6. Just to show. I don't think this works at all. Takes and like rook e6, yeah. It's nothing here.
Still looking cool. Yeah.
So you just go like bishop f3 or something, yeah?
Yeah.
It's normal play.
Try.
We still retain all our advantages.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like white for sure.
Yeah, +3. Oh, knight e4.
Oh, that's knight f6.
Yeah.
After king c8, there's knight f6.
Yeah.
This is nice. Takes, check.
Yeah.
And king c8, there's knight f6.
Yeah.
Oh, king f7, I think just rook f1,
Yeah,
and
indeed.
Okay. This is
very
nice.
strong.
This
strong
is very
finish,
nice.
Very strong finish.
It was not, I don't think that's gonna happen in the game.
I'm not sure.
We'll see.
They're still kids, 14 years old.
Yeah, I mean, we just suggested that. We're not kids anymore, are we? So, alright, let's go back to the student's game. How is she doing? How is your student doing? We were saying we should be greedy and take the pawn on a2, and then suddenly I changed my mind and said we should go into f2. Oh, she picked queen e2. So now we can only take the pawn on a2.
You also can play bishop.
We can only, unlike after queen h2, we go rook f2 finish.
I think.
Yeah, bishop h4, rook f4, rook e f1. Not so easy.
I think bishop d6.
Sorry?
Bishop d6.
Bishop g6?
D.
Oh, bishop d6.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to sack on h2?
Yeah.
But why? Why would you do that?
Well,
okay,
yeah.
He's your student after all. Same suggestion.
He want to play rook f2, right?
But rook e f1?
Yeah, rook f1. That's
I'm not sure about that because, I mean, she's winning, of course. You know, many roads lead to Rome here, but you know, I'm getting a bit of. Oh, maybe she wants like some. Oh, that can't work, right? I was just saying bishop g3 ideas, but it looks dumb. You can even take on f8, go rook f1, and take the bishop. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
So what do we do here? Because I don't want to take and then give him the f4 and everything, yeah?
Which was her idea, right? I think because I thought he would think that okay, a2 pawn is already gonna fall, so I don't want to. Yeah, I just want to create my attack first.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I want to have a lot of exchanges, something.
Maybe she missed rook f1 or I don't know.
Yeah.
Because if she had a reply, I think she would play it instantly, yeah?
Yeah.
Because like if I'm calculating in line with bishop h4, I will of course consider rook f1, yeah? So maybe if she missed rook f, maybe if she doesn't reply very fast, it means she already missed this move, yeah? Maybe she thought rook f2 just wins, which I guess can happen, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. Remains to be seen. I don't know about the other games. So let's go back to the other stuff. We're going to look clonal boards. Okay, so what's going on here? Hugh against Yushi. I'm gonna ask who is Yushi, and I also don't know who is Yushi. But okay, it's not looking quite as bad as it was before, yeah? Bishop, he went for your move, rook b8. Bishop c3. Of course, he's not gonna blunder knight a4. Queen d2. Threatening queen d4. So black, I think, had to go for this. And actually, it looks fine for white now. Yeah, it looks good for white even. Because we are black is lacking some control over these dark squares.
Now this dark square is very weak. This dark square is very weak. That's the matter.
I'm thinking whether you have to play a move like even queen b4.
Yeah, queen.
But then maybe just queen b2 there. Because I want to trade stuff and then because in the long run my structure is very nice. The only issue is that my dark square have no control. Yeah?
I love queen d4 here.
But queen b4, queen b2. Then d4, I guess, yeah?
Yeah.
But maybe is h3 dangerous there? It could be. We can set up this position and see, I guess. So set up this position, I guess. Now we got there. How did we get there? Yeah, it was some crazy. Oh yeah, it was this one. Yeah, not c6, d4, knight f6, c4, g6. This line, yeah.
Yeah.
Castles, knight c3 and knight e5 this line, yeah? What did you do? Bishop f5 or something? I can't remember. But it was some line like that. I really can't remember how we got here. But it was looking nice for white. Knight takes. Oh, and he played knight d7, bishop e3. Okay. Oh, white played knight e5 first. Yeah, he played knight. He played knight. I think he played knight e5 here. Yeah, knight c6 takes and knight c3, knight d7, bishop e3 is stopping this, and guess what? I played rook b8 and like knight a4 something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can check on your phone. Not sure. It's not that easy to look it this way, but oh, something like that. That's the issue with Clono, of course. You know, it doesn't always work out. That's the thing. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? So, sorry, I'm gonna open it on another page. But it's an interesting position, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like this, b3. Ah. Yeah. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Sorry about that. Yep. Right. Let's see how that happened. Takes knight d7, bishop e3. Oh, bishop a6. Bishop e3, bishop a6. It's not working for some reason. Bishop a6. Queen a4.
You see it.
Queen c8, yeah. That's what happened. And now, what happened? Queen c2, queen b7, rook a to c1. So white's just like putting lots of pressure on this pawn. Obviously, we already talked about this. Yeah, black's idea is to play c5. That's why he plays. Okay, he plays rook c8. Rook e1, I'm not so sure. I guess he wanted to protect this pawn in view of knight a4, but black gets e6. And let's try for b5. Yeah, knight a4, bishop f8, and h4. Not sure about h4, but I mean, it was not possible to stop this bishop b5 idea. But it feels like b5 was coming in any case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were saying even c5 was possible. But black is of course okay with a draw. It's like 1900, yeah. Oh no, he went bishop c4 first. I'm not sure whether that was necessary. b3. No, bishop b5, knight c3. And he went bishop a6, yeah?
Yeah.
We think even c5 was possible there. But okay. Queen b2 and now c5, yeah? So black got sort of what he wanted. White took. We're saying he could take even with a bishop, yeah? But okay, he took with a knight. And which allowed, okay, bishop d4. I'm not sure this was the right thing to do, yeah, to allow this. Knight b1. Oh, and then here you actually found a nice idea. If they wrote b8, he was like, oh, if knight, because we're thinking maybe he wants knight d2 and like kick this with a3 b4.
Yeah.
And if knight d2, now knight a4. This is a nice g4.
Yeah.
And very important that this bishop actually protects the rook, because in this line, we can take back.
Yeah.
And black wins.
Of course.
So of course that didn't happen in the game. White played. What did he play? He played a3 right away, is it? Oh no, he played bishop c3. Wait, bishop c3 was then knight a4? Oh no, because the knight gets trapped, yeah?
Yeah.
If you go knight a4, I think this would be wrong because the knight actually gets trapped here. The knight's completely stuck.
Can go anywhere.
Yeah. And then at the end of the line, rook c2 trapping it. So
Yeah.
the knight will be trapped for sure. Okay. So not bishop c3. So not knight a4. So black had to go back. Yeah, he went to b5. And now white got queen d2 threatening queen d4. And black played bishop g7, which makes a lot of sense. Takes and h5. And we were saying that black needs to play queen b4 because otherwise
Yeah.
this white will play h6. Let's say let's play one terrible move for black. White will play h6 check and then queen d4 and black is mated. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to do king f8 and lose everything.
Getting busted.
So this is not possible. That's why we're saying we think black needs to play queen b4 to at least try to exchange the queens, because that way in the end game his structure is actually very safe. This is a very good pawn structure in the end game.
Yeah.
So if anything, I probably would take black in that end game. Yeah.
Oh, seriously. Yeah.
But I guess you'll play queen b2, yeah?
Yeah.
Or so maybe this is better. h6 and whatever. King f8, queen b2. And d4 I think is only move. Yes it is. And we're looking at some lines like this a3, yeah? We weren't so sure. Wow.
What the hell?
That's a nice move.
It's hard with engine.
Oops, sorry. That is a very, very, very nice move.
How can a human thinking like that?
I guess you could find it. Yeah, you will need a move which protects the pawn on d4.
Yeah, of course.
And the only square you can protect it from is either b4 or a4.
But it's still.
It's still weird. It's still maybe a bit hard. It's not the move that comes to mind.
Yeah.
But black gets e5. I think he's doing well. And by the way, rook b3 is a threat. So white has to play b4 and now e5. You know, I already kind of like black actually. Because yeah, we have that pawn on h6 which is annoying. But at the same time, none of the white pieces are really doing anything.
Yeah.
I actually like black here. Okay, so let's go on to some other games. I have some other games going on. Oh dear. I think after this we need a bit of a break, honestly. It's been a while since we've been sitting here and just like talking about these games.
Oh,
Checkmate! What? How did that happen? Yeah, we left it around here. We said that black is doing well, yeah? We said rook c1 and... Okay, black's doing really, really well. Rook c4, of course, he doubles. Knight e2, okay. Rook takes. The knight takes, okay. Queen a4. Threatening mate, and he just allows mate.
Serious?
But okay, that's the thing here. When you put your opponent under so much pressure, that's when they blunder.
Right. It's very bad already with blunder mate in one.
Exactly, because I mean, if this guy is like 1900, yeah, it's Chinese. The Chinese are very solid. The only way you can make them blunder is if you put them under so much pressure that they don't know what to do, and then then they start to crack. Because otherwise, they will not blunder like this. So you cannot just like make a moment like, oh, I hope my opponent's gonna blunder. There must be pressure, and then when there's pressure, you will see unexpected, inexplicable blunders, and that's the beauty of putting your opponent under pressure.
Yeah, it's like Zingdiran versus Magnus. They didn't blunder mate into instantly because of the pressure.
Yeah, it's very standard. I've seen so many GMs, even they have blundered against me anytime under pressure. So it can happen. This one is heating up. This looks like one of those roses, but it looks like a great rosa.
Yeah.
Because in the rosa, usually if we can pluck the d5 square, this is very nice. This is all very good play. Now bishop f8 will come and bishop h6.
Yeah.
This one, well, either that or bishop d8 to b6. The two ways to improve this bishop. Very standard in the rosa. I cannot say which one I prefer because both look very nice. both look really, really nice.
But I think I would prefer bishop h6.
Or I could even just wait and play a5, a4. But you have to worry. You have to be a bit careful about bishop b5. So that's why I think I would go to f8 just because it's easier.
Yeah, f8.
Because the queen is blocking.
After that, bishop f4 is really good square. So.
Well, f4 will be kicked by g3, but
that's the thing. Provocation.
But this is a nice diagonal for the bishop.
Yeah. You create something.
And once the bishop got to h6, now this a5, a4 becomes very strong.
Yeah.
Because bishop b5, you can just.
Knocking f8 maybe.
I just realized maybe it's not so simple. Because if you go bishop f8, there is knight d4.
Knight d4.
And we get knight to c6. We don't even mind sacking this pawn. It's a standard idea in the rosa. We give that pawn for free because we want to get the light squares. We want to get these central squares. So we have to be a bit careful about this. Yeah. And I guess in that case, it's an exchange. You have bishop h6.
Yeah.
So bishop f8, maybe king b1, renewing knight d4 threat. Then maybe your best move is king d8.
Yeah, of
As
course.
strange as that sounds. And you'll be like, players will be like, why king d8? Of course, because you don't want to allow knight d4. I wouldn't be surprised if like a move like king d8 is played.
Yeah.
Because of this knight d4 idea. I give it right now. Okay, so let's move on to the next game.
Draw.
Not quite, is it? Why did they agree a draw? I think they're still playing because black will push these 50 moves. Yeah, de5, rook c5. You play rook e6 or f6, and you push these 50 moves. You don't take draw because actually I have won this endgame with black. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course.
A few
We should
times
try.
already.
We should try.
Yeah. Of
It-
course, if white knows what he's doing, it's actually quite an easy draw.
Yeah.
But you have to see if white knows what he's doing or not.
There's still
You cannot just like say, okay, it's a draw, let's just shake hands. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there's
not
still
how
a lot
you
of-
play chess.
There's like a lot of tricks. Here.
Especially when you're playing a low rated opponent like
Yeah,
1700. You have to
Go on.
you have to try. You have to try all the 50 moves until it claims like 50 move rule. Then whatever, you're like, alright, whatever. It's done. But I think he's playing on. There's no way he took the draw there. Because yesterday we also saw there were a few issues with the broadcast with the games showing 1-0 when it wasn't actually 1-0. So oh, I think I know why. Because even though the games are with a 15-minute delay, the result is not with a 15-minute delay. So we see the result. Maybe he tried on, but I mean, he should be trying more than 15 minutes. Yeah, that's the thing. If it was me, I mean, 15 minutes is too nice. You should not be so nice to your opponents. Yeah, you should not be so nice. You should be very nasty to your opponents, as nasty as possible. Okay. Well, interesting. He plays f6 instead. Also looks very reasonable. He wants to put king on f7. Although it's of course risky, yeah? King's a bit open like that.
Yeah.
You have to worry about on a good or on a really bad day rather, some e4 stuff coming in. It could be pretty nasty.
Big threat there, queen h6. If king f7, queen h6 is a big threat.
Oh no, I mean like once h6 comes, then king f7, so you sort of cover that square, yeah. But it's risky. King's pretty open like that. If anything gets into 7th rank, it's instant 1-0. Instant. Yeah, I don't know. Can we have a look at this line actually? It looks quite interesting. Okay, so we're looking at this, yeah? Okay, of course white is not going to play dumb moves, yeah? He's going to play, okay, he played f6, h6, king f7. This is the idea. You know, I'm tempted to do something like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm tempted with these things. I'm not sure whether they work, but they are very tempting, these ideas.
Yes. Worth to
I'm
try.
thinking if you do this, do I already like do this?
Yeah.
It looks crazy, but I mean, I don't think it works yet.
But still,
But
the king is exposed there.
It's commentary. We're just gonna have fun, but it doesn't work. Yeah, queen e7.
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't work. Still, you know, we're having a bit of fun, right?
With people fun.
Okay. On a more serious note, we need to try to get e4 in. But e4 is not my d4 now.
Yeah.
And so
A3 first.
I was supposed to say something clever, but I don't know what. A3, knight b3.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be too clever, would it?
That's the things lah.
I see what you want. I see your idea. This one I can see. Okay. Even that, yeah, that one's good because rook d8, rook c5.
Yeah.
Okay, that one I can see. But this is maybe this, yeah.
Yeah. Knight b3 is already finished thing.
Oh wait, maybe it's not. No, it looks really bad. Maybe it's the d4. My queen has no good squares.
Yeah.
Or do I? Maybe I have this. No, but then you just drop your queen somewhere. Yeah. Where? Maybe you don't have to worry about knight d5. Yeah, you just do this, whatever. Knight d5, no problem.
Yeah.
Because rook c8, bishop c8. Yeah. Oh wait, now there's bishop b3. Maybe you go king e7. Looks a bit risky, but no checks. Take bishop c8 is the key, so that it's not hanging this guy. I think it's a bit much, yeah. It's a bit too much. Okay. Yeah, we should have a break after this. It's just too interesting. That's why we can't go on a break. The games are too interesting.
Yeah, of course.
But we must have like a quick break. Maybe about 12. We can have a quick break because I think we'll finish at 1. Yeah, I reckon. And we just take like a quick 5-10 minute break.
Yeah.
But we gotta figure this one out first. I'm determined to figure this one out. And I'm sure it's not one of these two moves. Okay. Does a move like Rook d1 make sense?
Yeah, Rook d1.
It's slow,
Simple
I know,
chess.
but I want e4.
Yeah, simple chess.
I very much want the move e4. And I don't mind sacking it, I'll go to d6. Yeah, something like that. What do you do now? It's a bit unpleasant to play as black. It's hard to find a move for black. I can't really think of a good move for black. That's funny.
For now it's hard.
But it's also not so easy for me to find a good reply for it. It's almost like I don't know what black should do.
Both need to.
It's difficult for both sides.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. Has the queen already done its job on b4? Is it time to go back?
Very unbalanced already position.
Oh yeah, and it's a very unusual situation. So e4?
Yeah, maybe, probably.
I mean, if it takes, I take.
Yeah, it takes, yeah.
This must be good for me because I have this intermediate queen e7.
So
Maybe queen b6 is not good.
Winning immediately.
But, okay, let's say knight d3. This is critical try. Yeah?
No,
So the idea is that if you move, then there is d4.
Yeah. I think pawn takes immediately kind of.
I'm thinking of that actually, just to sec.
Yeah.
Because actually this looks really strong. Yeah, if you
Because
take, then I can take
check,
here,
yeah.
and you cannot take at all.
Yeah, because queen d7.
If takes, then
Bullshit lah really.
finish.
That's right.
And you're right. Otherwise, queen d7 is finished.
Yeah.
Like if you were to go here, then wait, it's queen d7.
I think push pawn check.
Let's calculate. e7 takes queen d7, king f8, queen g7, king e8, rook e1. That's knight e2. Rook e1 is knight e2.
Yeah.
So that's not.
Wait,
There's queen g8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen g8, knight d5.
Yeah.
And then knight b6 check.
Yeah.
Okay, we should show that line. That is a nice line. Check. King f8. Check.
Yeah, check.
Check. Very important move. And now check and finish. Because the king cannot go to e6 or f7.
Yeah.
And as soon as it steps to the d file, this is a check. So you don't have time to take my queen and not even take your rook.
That's right.
Okay. And king g8, I guess like there must be different ways to win, yeah.
Yeah, king g, bishop check. I'm not
Bishop
sure.
check, king
Yeah.
Or maybe just queen d5, queen f7.
Yeah.
That's maybe just easier.
Yeah. Queen d5.
Check and queen f7.
Queen f7. Yeah, serious group. Even if.
And if rook g8, I think I go rook d7. You're threatening mate.
Yeah.
So you're threatening queen. Well, okay, go rook e8.
Wait.
Okay, wait. Maybe it's not right, yeah?
Wait.
No, rook
Wait.
g8.
Okay, rook g8.
Or maybe I queen first. And then rook b8. And now I go rook d7.
Rook b7 there.
Oops, sorry. I queen first.
Okay.
Take. Now do this. You have just one check. I go to h2.
Yeah.
Just double check.
Yeah.
Mate in 5. Okay. e8 queen is correct? Yeah, e8 queen is best.
Yeah,
Okay.
best.
So e7 is mate in 10 apparently. e7 is one of the best moves, so I'll pause it. Okay. Okay, so queen b6 is bad. Let's see what he would do. Rook b6. So now e4 he wants knight d3, yeah, I guess.
So knight takes.
Sorry?
Knight takes d5. Before that. Yeah, here.
Let's see. Let's try to do it without the computer.
Yeah.
It's more fun that way.
Queen
Queen
takes.
d5, yeah? Okay, a few ways to do it. Yeah, we need to put something on e7. So either rook e6 or knight e6 would be my choices. Sorry. Yeah, have to do one of those, yeah. Okay, let's say knight e6. We
Queen
check,
d7.
that's queen e7. So
Queen
you don't win the
d7.
piece, yeah?
Still hard.
Yeah, it's not so easy.
Wait.
Oh no, you do win the piece. What am I talking about? Because I thought you can take d7, but I take queen check. Mate.
Yeah, and then
Checkmate.
if bishop
So
take queen check.
I just take.
Yeah lah, yeah lah.
This one resign.
Yeah, reasonable position.
Resign immediately because how you stop rook d7?
Please, yeah.
You cannot, yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Resign immediately. Or not resignable. You have to resign. So you have to play this.
If you play
I
that,
guess.
rook sack. Can
I was thinking of that, but it feels a bit much. Like queen c5.
Queen d7. And then maybe
There's nothing here.
There's nothing. I don't see anything.
It's just nothing.
It's just nothing.
Yeah. Because even if you do this, I can even just like take and rook e7.
Yeah.
And this rook protected. So that doesn't work.
Wait.
Can't be rook c5.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to try harder here. Rook d4.
Yeah, rook d4 seems okay.
Queen b6 and I go b4. Just like simple chess.
Maybe.
Because
Yeah,
everything
I'm
of yours
really
is
sure.
pinned, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe I just do this. If you do this, maybe I just go b4. Huh? Or do I have something better? Also, because you cannot do something like this. Yeah. Oh wait, you can. It's bishop d5. Oh, so maybe this is the way of a black. So maybe b4 is not the way. It's not my rook is hanging. That's the thing. What do we do actually? Oops. It's tough. It's not so easy, eh? I don't know. I don't see. I'm even thinking about moves like this, but there is no way. I can even go back. Oh, but now this is different. Now I can play b4. Because this, I have this idea. Because just now my rook on c1 was hanging.
Yeah.
But now it's not hanging. And if you move, I guess you have to move somewhere. I don't even know where you move. You have to go here, right? Because all the other squares just hang.
Yeah. For.
Because this one I have like this.
Yeah.
So you have to go like here. No, you can't because the rook hangs. What am I talking about? So now you start, huh? So what happens at the queen b3? Oh, this, yeah?
Yeah,
This, yeah? Okay.
See,
So maybe a3, yeah? Let's see what the computer thinks.
Oh, bishop
Computer
h3.
thinks it's nonsense. Yeah, but I thought f5 what to do? Do you go e4 or what? Wow.
That's his
Okay.
engine. That's his engine.
Okay. Was a3 making any sense or is dumb?
Oh, okay.
Well, it is okay.
It's okay.
I mean, if queen b3 is your best move, then it's a good move.
Yeah.
Because this is winning endgame, right?
Yeah,
It must be winning endgame.
Yeah.
It must be winning this one. Bishop h3 is strong. Maybe you can find. Yeah, actually, it's not like super hard to find. But okay, this one is winning. Okay. So yeah, I guess we sort of figured this one out. Was rook ed1 correct? I'm just curious. What did we say? We said h5, f6, yeah. So it's the main line. Okay, f6. What did we say? We said this, right? King f7. We said knight c3.
Yeah.
Queen b4, and we said rook ed1.
Yeah, very small.
We are not so bad, yeah? We are not so bad. We can find some moves, yeah? Okay. Rook b6. We didn't find knight d5.
Yeah, we see.
I gotta be honest, we did not see knight d5. Well, we saw, but we did not go for it here.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, e4 was not that great because of knight d3. Knight d5 is... Yeah, knight d5 is really nice. Queen d5, and actually black doesn't really have a good way to deal with this check.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. He does say rook e6 is better. What did we like about this? What were we saying we would do against this? I forgot. We said a3, right? Oh yeah, we said a3.
A3.
Because rook d4 wasn't working. Because
Yeah.
I can show, because it's a good... I think this is also like how the strong players will work out these things. Because rook d4 looks so tempting. But the thing is that after this, b4 there is bishop b7.
Yeah.
And this completely doesn't work because this, which is a typical tactic, which is what I was trying to do, runs into this because the rook hangs. And then suddenly we're the one down a rook and crying. So that's how we get to the move a3, yeah?
Yeah.
Or you could just forget everything we said and find bishop a3, which is just stronger.
Very stronger. Very strong. Because you need to sacrifice another piece.
f5 and like sack your bishop
sack another
and
piece.
YOLO.
You sack another piece.
But okay, once I see it, I say, okay, yeah, it's really strong. It's clear. Just this.
But it's still unclear. It's still unclear. You need to move your queen like that.
You know, if I was me, I would take that a3
Yeah,
any
of
day.
course,
because
that's
that one looks winning. This one
Yeah.
looks... I mean, it feels like black should be mated. But I guess maybe you just end up just cleaning the pawn, yeah?
You sack two pieces, you know. If you sack a piece for two
Exactly,
pieces,
yeah.
okay,
If it's
fine.
just a piece, then it would be overwhelming. But two pieces is a bit
pieces.
much, I know.
But
Okay, the computer says it's winning. Who
Yeah,
will I
yeah.
argue with? But in a game, I would be a bit apprehensive.
go for a3, I think.
I would go for a3.
Yeah. Much more human.
Also, because I didn't even see bishop h3, I would have to go for a3.
Yeah, I was
There's
calculating
no
bishop
choice.
a3, but then after f5, I didn't see bishop to f5. I was just,
Okay.
what am I doing here?
Yeah.
So it's nothing.
Alright, we're gonna... Well, before we take a quick break, we're gonna go back and look at some of the clonal games. I'll see if I can get my student's game on the board. Because last time we were looking at his games and suddenly he started to do well, yeah? So let me just reload this. Under 18, round 2. Great.
No.
He's on board 7.
Ah!
What a joke this, no?
Okay. Yeah, unseeded, right?
Let me see if they can find it in ID chess. If not, then we'll just take a quick break. Your student, by the way, okay, she didn't get the pawn on a2, but she... Okay, one thing I like that she did.
Yeah.
She understood she made a mistake, right? She understood she missed rook f1, and she's not like saying, oh no, I gotta justify this. She is saying, okay, I made a mistake, now I will bring my rook back from where it was.
Yeah.
Because, okay, I made a mistake, but I'm still better. I am still up a piece for 2 pawns and really not much else as compensation, and I'm still better. And this deserves to be commended because it's psychologically not easy to admit this type of thing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes the kids always like...
So, because it's not just kids, even you will see many players here because they let their ego sort of stand in the way.
Yeah.
So this is a very good decision. She must be commended for this. And because of her good decision, she is being rewarded by some... Actually, I don't know about this. She went and went back. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but... Queen h3. Is what trying to play for a win or what? It's ridiculous. No, of course now she's crushing her. Queen e2 is coming. And now, what is the win? Is it bishop e3?
Yeah, supposedly bishop e3 is winning.
Or is it bishop e1?
Bishop e1.
I would play bishop e1.
Bishop e1 is very crazy.
I will play bishop e1. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Who can...
Bishop e1 then rook f1. winning
Who
already,
can... I think actually bishop e1 is actually best move.
Yeah, I think so.
Because what do you even do? If you play h3, I go rook f1, bishop g3, mate.
Yeah. Indeed.
So it's not only most beautiful, but also best move. But then rook takes e1, yeah. Rook f1 and then mate, yeah.
He played. She played. she played it. It's deserve.
Fantastic! Congratulations.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, we can find my student's game, and hopefully, he is doing quite as well as that guy. We will see.
Yeah, yeah,
His
yeah.
game was all the way down
Also,
here. Let
there's
me
another
find it.
one of my students also. Yeah.
Sorry, who?
I have two students playing.
He's not here. Fantastic.
Yes, he's here also.
No, my.
Oh,
No, he's
your
not
student is
there.
not here.
No, this is just great. Who is your student?
Oh, Rihan also my students.
So who?
Rihan, Chan Rihan. Those are my students.
Have you been working with him? Or
Yeah, yeah,
what?
yeah. I'll be helping him.
Oh, just like sparring, yeah.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
interesting.
I'm more to preparation.
Preparation.
No.
Interesting. Okay. So DC6. Yeah, I mean we already looked at this. Yeah, it's just a mess. Some of the game hasn't really updated yet. Yeah. We were here just now.
Yeah.
Surely there are more moves, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay, no more moves. So I guess it's time for us to take a quick break. We'll be back in about maybe 10 more minutes. Yeah. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back very, 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 very soon. So stay tuned. Actually, we'll make it 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think the pawn already on F4. I think in this position.
Okay, make it 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So back at 12:10. Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Very hard.
Alright, we are back with some shocking developments. There's actually been a draw that's been agreed in Polyten's game. As you can see, they're signing the score sheets now. So, yeah, that's it, I guess. Oh, is it? What's going on? Has he won? Wow, he suddenly took that pawn, yeah? No, Polyten's actually won. No, it's actually 0-1, yeah? Okay, that makes more sense. The games are sort of coming in. The moves are coming in. He's won, yeah? And some of the pawns got to a3. Well, the moves haven't really updated yet. Guess they will come in time, but I guess he's already won. That would make the most sense. It would be strange for him to agree a draw here, considering he's doing so well. Of course he didn't. So, yeah, I guess he won, which is expected for Etienne winning this game. How did he actually get the pawn on a3? How did he get that pawn to it? How did he get the pawn? I don't know. Very strange. Guess we will see. It's not fully updated yet, so yeah, we will see, I guess. Right. So we'll go to the other games. The other games aren't really updating yet. I think most of the games should be done by now, but they aren't really updating, so we will see, I guess. But this game we predicted a black win. Yeah, here we were saying it's win for black, and we were not wrong. There was some, yeah, white. Sorry, we stopped a bit earlier. Yeah, we stopped here and we're like saying, okay, black's gonna win because it's winning a piece, and of course he only gets one pawn for it, so it's not even close. F4 takes, and yeah, it's not even close. King D1 and just trade everything and win. Easy. It's too easy. Rook E4 check and easy win. Alright, let's go back. I think most of the games are done, yeah, but they're not fully updated yet, so yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's check the Clono. Maybe Clono does something better here, so let's see. Let's see what happened here. Maybe it will be here. Because clearly the other thing is not updating. Yeah, Polyten did end up winning this game. So just to show you what happened real quick. Sorry about that. Yep. Polyten did end up winning this game, no surprise there. How did he get the pawn to a3? Something I'm a bit puzzled about. How did he get that pawn to a3? So, rook b2, we're actually even stuck here. So it's not even helping. I guess we will know after the game. Anyway, let's move on to Travis's game. Travis just looks like he's winning. He's completely winning. Somehow he got that pawn for free. So if the lines we were talking about were really good for white, then this is even better. Oh, he just doubles, yeah, rook c2. We were saying knight c3, yeah, which was better. Well, okay, rook c2 also makes sense to double on a c file. I guess black plays rook c7 or... Oh, and that's how it happened, you see, yeah? Knight d7 and he ran into e4 instantly. Right, that makes a lot of sense. Knight c3 and then e4. And now complete collapse. Black's position complete collapse, yeah? Because you cannot do anything about that. So black sacrificed this in desperation, but of course, now white is completely winning. Question only is how. Maybe just knight a4. It looks like the easiest way. Just we play knight a4, takes, and you get one check on... No, but then you get check on e1 and knight g4. Yeah? So maybe knight a4 would be the way to throw it. Okay, so let's not throw it then. Yeah, then what do we do? Still need some effort to think. Don't want to throw the win, obviously. Not so simple actually. Rook c7 is coming up. Okay, but rook c7 will run into b4. So that's not really that big of an idea. Maybe rook d7. Maybe rook d7 is the idea, and queen e3 then rook c7. Question is, what do we do about that? Okay, let's bring up the analysis board. Alright, so I'm gonna bring up the analysis board, and here we go. So we left it somewhere here in this game, and we were looking at the line knight c3, queen b4, and we're looking at this rook d1, and yeah, rook b6, and now knight takes d5, which is really nice for us, yeah. So, and none of that was played. Rook c2 was instead the idea, which also looks very logical. We're doubling, yeah. I guess rook c7 doesn't work because we just do this and then b4 wins piece, yeah. So that doesn't work. That's why knight c7. But then if knight c3 followed by e4 looks very nice, yeah. But actually, it's not so clear. I was thinking about this. It's not so clear, yeah, because it looks so good for white. But the thing is that it's not easy to find a move, because if you play knight a4, then that would be desirable, but black would actually be the one that's taking over. Yeah, so there's knight g4 ideas, obviously. There's also, you can also insert this move first and then go for knight g4, which looks even better because you take f2 as well. And this is just a total disaster for white. You can even check and take the pawn on h6, which is, it's catastrophic. Oh wait, no, not take on h6, but you can exchange first and then take on h6, I guess. Or even just, wow, queen g1 and sack the knight. Alright. But okay, many ways for black to do it. Even this is worth consideration. This is just a nice extra pawn. Because an important point is that if you go knight c5, then rook c7, and we retain the pawn. So okay, none of that will happen, obviously. Okay, f4 is a move I was thinking about, but of course it's double-edged. It's allowing some sort of rook d7 intermediate move, which is the best move also. And now queen a4. Right, that makes a lot of sense. Check and king h1, and somehow, yeah, somehow this is sort of working for white. It looks so risky though. Like black's pieces just spring to life. There's like knight g4 is not possible because rook's hanging, so we have to start with rook d4. Queen a3, and interesting, not knight g4. Why not knight g4? Trying to work it out. Because it looks good, yeah? Maybe not, but also knight f2 is not an immediate threat. So maybe I have time for something, I don't know what. Bishop f3 maybe? Oh, there we go. Knight f2. Yeah, knight f2, rook f2 is not an issue. Knight e3 was what I was thinking about, but I guess you just go like rook e2 or something. Or maybe now you go knight a4. Maybe that's the way. Knight c2, knight b6. Knight a3, knight c8, and we are better there, yeah? So maybe that's what we do. We go something like knight a4. Or... but knight a4, rook takes a4, yeah? That's the thing. Oh no, but it's fine also. Rook takes a4, queen a4, and if knight c2, I have a check. And actually, how does that work? Queen takes a4, knight c2, a check, king f8. Yeah, and I guess we just takes a lot of stuff here, yeah. Takes, and then we even take d6, so even e5. Okay, this has to be very good. e5. Wow, okay. So, but even something like rook d1 must be. No, rook d1, knight d4. So e5, forcing the king out, yeah? King takes, and now just queen g7, and I guess the king just gets chased all over the place. King d6, and what's the cleanest? Do we just take on g6? Is that possible? Or what do we do? Oh no, king d6, now rook d1. That's the key, because now the square on d4 is controlled, so you don't have knight d4. Okay, this makes perfect sense. Okay, so f4 is what we are expecting, not knight a4, but f4 rather. Let's see how this one goes. Looks like an interesting game for sure. Okay, let's go back and check out the game. Alright, so back to the clonal boards. Right, so queen a4 was played immediately. Makes a lot of sense as well. We're trying to exchange the queens. Queen b6. Okay, backs the question, what happens if knight d5? Then I guess rook c2, yeah? If knight b6, then rook c1. So that doesn't work. Then what should we do? Because next move will be rook b to c7. I'm actually struggling to find a good move for white at all. This is remarkable. Because we were really praising white's position and suddenly black just sacks a pawn for nothing. But his pieces just spring to life and it's not easy to win at all, actually. So, yeah, we'll see. Not at all easy. Right. Let's go back. Yeah, we'll go to another game and see if there are any other games in progress. Yeah, this was the one we were talking about. Yeah, we were saying that white's idea will be some sort of, knight d4 and bishop d8. And so black has wisely decided not to move the bishop just yet, so that knight d4 is not an idea. And he's got a very nice game. I really like black's position. So where we left it was somewhere here. Knight d5, we thought this was good for black. Queen b6. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. And now we place a5 and a4. See it? Hitting the pawn and then a5 and a4. This looks very nice. Knight c1 and queen a5. Okay. And now the bishop is coming. Yeah, d8. Queen e2. Okay. Knight d3. There's a lot of maneuvering going on. And finally bishop d8. To put bishop on, I guess, on b6. Now g4. Okay. So I think white had to go for this because, and actually I think this is actually a very good try, because the point is that now that the bishop cannot, or the bishop is far away from the h6 square, it can get very dangerous to push this pawn. So white is trying to push it, but at the same time king will go to, yeah. And also one idea white can try is, we could look at this position, certainly, but I mean I can't put this on the board, unfortunately. But point is, white would like to get his queen in somewhere to g7, and then there could be knight f4 ideas. So yeah, I don't exactly know how it's possible to show that. Unfortunately, the clonal analysis boards are just the worst in the world. But okay, let's go back to this game. Knight d1 was played. We will not stick on one game for too long because obviously all the games are sort of heating up at the same time. Time trouble phase is setting in. Players are going to move a lot faster. I like this. I like what he's done. Actually, knight d1 is a nice move. He's putting his knight on e3, which will stop all these knight g4 ideas. Does this work tactically? I think it does, actually. Rook, what do? You play, if you take and, well, you can't go then something like queen d4, so just play knight e3, yeah? You can't even play queen d4 at all. What am I talking about? Okay, so yeah, this one actually looks, actually feels like white is starting to also outplay his opponent a little bit. But okay, you never know. These players, they'll fight very, very hard. Okay, it's total mess. Okay, this one, yeah, black had to take queen g4, and now I think queen g7 might be some sort of idea in the future. So we'll play h5, we'll try to push this pawn. And if king e7, then there could be ideas like queen g7 followed by knight f4 and check on g6, which could be unpleasant. So yeah, remains to be seen how this one is going to go. Let's check the other games. Rano Aka won very quickly. We have Chong Jin Cheng against Tenenvo, which isn't working. Isn't that just fantastic? With an strong Indonesian Christophe Renard, who has also won his game. That's it, game's not broadcast. Oh, okay. So how did this game go? We didn't look at this game. Oh, Mora Gambit. d6, bishop c4, e6, bishop e7. Yep, very solid line by black. I'm not sure about what white is doing with bishop c4 and queen b3. It's not very normal because a lot of times you put your queen on e2 in the Mora with the plan of going rook d1 and pushing e5. But with a queen on b3, it's always going to run into knight a5 ideas. So black will just castle, and now knight a5 is a threat. e5 and, well, knight h5 hitting this bishop, and I guess after the bishop moves, knight a5, yeah? No, ed6, okay. But okay, this is still nice for black. And he just allows knight a5, yeah? Okay, but black prefers to go for queen trade. Also, a very reasonable decision. Rook comes to d7, but I guess you just go rook b8, and knight e5 is a threat now. No, knight e5 is not a threat. What am I talking about? But rook fd8 is the threat. Bishop b5, knight b4, and yeah, this is nice technique from black, certainly. Rook d8, knight takes, and now just bishop takes d5. And if rook a7, probably simplest is bishop c4 and rook takes d1. So f4 and yep. Now white is losing material. Takes, and I'm not sure that was strictly necessary. Yeah? Black could have just played h5 followed by g4, and then he would just win the knight for free. Maybe he didn't see that. Because also there's no way to try to trap it bishop b7, because then that's the moment I take rook takes b2. So, because then the knight is not hanging anymore. But okay, this also is winning for sure. Rook a3, and you also win the pawn on g3, so white resign. Actually pretty nice technique. Yeah, not the best play for white, most certainly, but nice technique from black. And so I think that's pretty much the end of it. Yeah, I don't think there are any more games left, are there? Oh wait, there is. There is the... Oh, Agnes won. Oh yeah, we already saw she was completely winning. Oh, and Adira won as well. That's fantastic. She's also on 2 out of 2, which is a pretty nice achievement, I have to say. Right, how did that happen? G3, bishop G2, C4. Okay, so this line, classic A6, A4, yeah. A5. Okay, knight E7 is weird. No, she's gonna win this. She won this, yeah, of course. A4, knight D7, A5, E4, and yeah. Okay, this is looking good for white, and yes, queen B3. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's always a little bit unpleasant for black, especially once the knight comes to c6. It's even something to be said for just playing d5, just leaving the knight there. Okay, and d5. Okay, not sure about this whole method, but it was enough to win. Games are moving very fast, so I can't exactly do all the analysis, but she did end up winning an exchange at the end, and she won the game somehow. Because every time I start clicking it, it just skips to the end. That's the thing. Takes. Okay. D5, rook D1. Okay, and it's nice, yeah, because there's no way to sort of blockade this pawn. So, and then that's how she won the exchange, because there was no way to stop knight B6 and knight F6. Okay, good game it seems. Malaysian players are doing well when under 18. We might have a next WIM. If I'm not mistaken, we have actually more IMs in Malaysia than WIMs, which is ridiculous. Yeah. Mainly because they are not approving my WIM title. As I like to tell people, I have 25 WIM norms, and yet FIDE has refused to ratify my title. Yeah, so much about gender equality. But anyway, well, how did he win the pawn on a3? Oh, I see. So he thought he could do this, yeah? Okay, let's see if the ID chest is updated yet. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on the board, yeah? So it's actually very nice what he's done. Okay, so the idea is, of course, after a4, he was thinking, okay, king d1. What did he play? What, f5, yeah? And then he thought, oh, a4, because then takes, and I'll play rook takes a4, and I trade some stuff. Maybe he stopped here, I don't know. Or maybe he thought, oh, knight b2 check, king d2, and my king is hitting the rook. But no, knight takes a4, and the knight protects the rook on c3. So he couldn't take that pawn. He couldn't take back the pawn. And after king c1 a3, it's completely lost. Well, that was lucky, I have to say. I mean, this was better for black, no question. Yeah, I think Poetin would have still won this even without a blunder because white has no moves at all. He's got no counterplay. There's no way he can get out of this bind. But certainly was a nice gift. Actually, let's look at how white sort of outplayed. So how white got outplayed. Because we knew that Poetin was probably going to outplay. So he did play rook e d8. So we left it here. Knight b3. Knight d7 takes. Rook e d1. And now black would like to play c4. But that runs into knight d4. And that's why Poetin starts with e5 first. Now c4 is a very serious idea, followed by, let's say you play something like this. Black will play c4, knight c5, and this is very unpleasant because there can be like some knight a4 ideas if you're not careful. Let's say king e1. There are many ways you can play. You can even double, whatever. Let's just say make some dumb moves, and then like even knight a4. This can become very, very unpleasant for white, as you can see. So white felt obliged to play the move c4, which is probably correct, but that allows black, that doesn't stop those c4 ideas. Yeah, black plays knight b6. Maybe b5 was also possible, yeah? But then bishop d5. Maybe that's why he didn't like. That's why knight b6, which stops bishop d5 ideas. Takes bishop e2 and c4. And the rook comes into d2. White takes on c4, but black gets the pawn on b2. And yeah, black was definitely pressing very, very hard here. b5 is a very nice move, fixing this pawn on a3. And when you're under pressure, we already talked about this with our fifth. Yeah, when you're under pressure, it's really easy to blunder. So that's what happened. a4, and black won the game. So yeah, let's see. Any other games in progress? Looking at the Q game. But the Q game is gonna go on for some time. This one, it's gonna be a long fight. Q game. So what happened here exactly? What exactly happened here? Try to bring the board over. Oops, sorry. Here we go. All right, there we go. Oops, my apologies. Here we go. All right, so we have the board now. Sorry about that. Okay, so queen a4. We left it here, and I thought knight d1 was a good idea to put the knight on e3, stop knight g4 ideas. And that's exactly what white has done, is put a knight on e3. This is nice technique here, g5. That being said, black always has a lot of compensation. He's got his pieces on perfect squares. But okay, a pawn is a pawn, and you know, if white can consolidate, then he will have good chances to make use of this pawn. The question is really how to consolidate, and black's making it very hard. But to be honest with you, I think black probably has close to full compensation, because his pieces are fully active. There could be even ideas like king g6 and taking this pawn. That's even possible. So if white is to get anything, he probably needs something quite smart, which I don't see. I don't really see what would be smart here. Some move like queen c5 makes sense, but I guess you don't take here. You play queen d8 or something, and we still can't take the pawn on a7. Yeah, this one will be a long game. We'll come back to this later. Alright, Poetin's won. Who else is playing? I think most games at this point are finished already. Check Miss Yu. Yu Yao Chen. What's going on here? It's taking some time to load. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Well, okay. There's a French exchange. Very, very solid line. What's just going for draw, yeah, sort of. And it seems like things going to be draw, but black is jamming their pawn, trying to get winning chances. Not sure how good that is, because I feel the Chinese players, they're very very good in these solid positions. These positions where they're very, especially in these sort of major piece positions, they play very well. H3 Queen E8. Okay, it feels like black is definitely starting to outplay. C4. Okay, can't be good for sure, but at the same time, you got to try something like that because the position was not looking that great. So you need to try to change the course of the game, and I'm not sure whether it was correct to take on b2. I'm really not sure about that decision at all. But then what do you do? If you play cd5, then queen d5, yeah? And now all these pawns start to hang, not to mention that black is in check. So there will be some sort of liquidation. Takes rook e1. Okay, maybe this is still okay. Okay, you play something like... What do you play? Sure. I was gonna say queen f7, but then takes queen c6, rook a2, you take queen, take c4. It's suffering. It's suffering for white. So, yeah. White will have to suffer. And hopefully... I'm actually not gonna root for anyone here, but... I think that black's winning chances are more than white's drawing chances. That being said, there are ways that white can try. White should probably go for this bc6, queen c6, rook a2, queen c4. That's the only chance, I think. So the idea will be to try to double on the 7th rank, which we'll see if that brings any dividends, really. Of course, it's not easy for black to win that one. It's all about the activity of the rooks, as we mentioned yesterday. We were talking about these lines. Now I'm thinking about it. What black's thinking, and I'm thinking, can we go b5? It looks crazy. Okay, you didn't do it because it looks crazy. Like you're leaving that pawn on c6. I guess white plays something like rook e to d1. Rook comes to d7, and it's risky. It's very risky. So this is what we're going for here. Rook a2, queen c4. And it's gonna be long game. I mean, the only games that are left are gonna be long games. This is not good for us. We will have our work cut out for us. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa! How did this happen? We really liked black's position, right? But oh, this is exactly what I was afraid could happen. Yeah, white got h5 and he got everything he wanted. Yeah. So where did we leave it? We left it somewhere here, where after queen g4, black played queen e7, trying to bring the queen back. White played h5, king d7. And now, this was the line we were talking about. Yeah, some knight, not this line, but this was the idea we were talking about. Knight f4, and now knight g6 is almost begging to be played, which he does play. Takes, and now just g7 and h6, and it's over. Pawn's just too strong. Queen g6. Black took the pawn, but it's of course lost. Yeah, but there was nothing better to recommend because rook f6 was coming. Yeah. Mr. Najib, do you want to join us? Later? See you this afternoon. Yeah? Yeah, you must join us. You must join us. Yeah. So this is finished because rook comes into f6 and game over. Okay, black tried to sack this, but it's ridiculous. Yeah, just h takes g7, rook g8, and even just rook g4. And you still have the same threat of rook takes f6. You don't even escape from that. Yeah. Too bad for Wei Yang. Wei Yang is strong, but I guess he just missed this whole knight g6 idea. I think he had to play king c7 after knight f4. Maybe he just didn't see that there was a possibility, which is it's a pity. But if it's not if you don't know that idea, it can be, or if you don't remember that idea, it can be easy to miss. Oh, white has gone for queen c5, and yeah, that's what I expected. And black took, which is surprising. I thought he was going to go to d8, but because what I wasn't sure is that if rook d2, then there's rook a5. Now I guess his idea is to go for this h pawn. It makes sense. Let's say I go rook a5. I guess this idea is. Oh, sorry about that. His idea is probably knight c6. What happens there? Not sure. Not so sure. It's quite unclear, really. But I feel like in this sort of endgames, yeah, black will get this pawn, but we will have pressure on the queen side, and we don't really have to worry too much about a weakened king now that the queens are off the board. Okay, white has gone for a completely different approach. He's gone for f4. Knight d3, and now he's going for rook a5. Okay, so knight d3. This is actually an interesting position. If only there was a way to load it, which I'm not sure there is. Let's go to ID chess. I'll try to find it. It's not here. It's just not here. Yeah, it's not on ID chess, unfortunately. Which means that unfortunately we will have to key in the position by hand. It's an unenviable task, almost certainly, but yeah, maybe you just look at it here because the moves are going quite fast. I think both sides are sort of low on time. F5 check, that is the plan. If E takes, then you play E takes, yeah? King H6, and what is going on there? Just a total mess. Total mess. You have to play EF, no question about that. Because you play King F7, I take on E6, King takes. Wait, I was gonna say Bishop H3, but then King D6. My rook on C5 is still hanging. But I guess I can. No, I can't. I was gonna say Bishop D7, Knight C5, but I don't think it works, yeah? Because you have Bishop E4 at the end. I know you guys are probably a bit confused, so it's probably best that I sort of open a board. But it's not going to be that easy to do so. Just give me a second. I have to key quite a few moves, most certainly. Okay, so we left it somewhere here, yeah, and we saw, well, instead of f4, white is played move queen a4, which to me makes perfect sense. Black went for queen b6 and knight d1, which I thought was a very nice maneuver to bring the knight to e3. Takes, rook d7, knight went to e3, g5, and we left it here. And we're looking at something like this, yeah, queen a3, bishop b7, yeah, and then queen c5. This was what we were looking at. Takes, king g6. I was thinking queen d8 was actually better here. Oh dear, sorry about that. Sorry about all of that. Yep. So as I was saying, we left it somewhere here. Yeah, white had found this really nice idea of knight d1, bringing the knight to e3, and yeah, it looks really good. But queen c5, I wasn't sure. I thought maybe you should go queen d8. Yeah, but apparently that is not right. Because of what? Knight c4. It looks extremely risky. Okay, this is not an easy line to see. Bishop f3, knight a5. Okay, this is some mad line. Okay, but queen c5 is apparently correct, and king g6, and you just take this pawn. Now white goes for f4, which is interesting. I thought actually white would go for rook a5 and knight c6 or something. And okay, white gets some pressure on the queen side still. Yeah, maybe something like knight c4, even e5, as the computer is suggesting, is interesting. So I've just, I guess e5, the idea is to ruin the structure with fe, and then you sort of, not knight c4, huh? Interesting. We just play b4, okay. Okay, this is an interesting idea. But f4 takes knight d3, f5. So we were seeing black was actually thinking quite a bit, yeah? I guess you have to take, yeah. Let's see. Has he taken? Yeah, he's... Whoa, interesting. f5, he played king h6. And rook a5 was played. Interesting. So king h6 was played. Oh, I see. If fe, then knight c5, and this is equality. So that's not possible. So white played rook a5, and now black takes on f5. So black's trying to be clever here, but is he clever, or was he too clever? That is the only question, because now there is knight f5, and you get this pawn on a7, right? Unless I'm getting this wrong, you just take on a7, and it's... What am I missing? Because it looks so fantastic for white. These pawns just go, right? Oh, what am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. What could I be missing? He just wants to move his knight back, maybe? Knight f4 and bring the rook. Right, I was just thinking just bishop f3 and you just have nothing, yeah? You don't even have a check. Maybe your only chance is this. I know it looks a bit dodgy, but you don't have any other choice, do you? Well, first things first, I don't have to take it. I can just play king f2. Renewing threat on b7. Because you can never move bishop because of mate on g7. And this should be very, very good for white. So rook a7 should be really good, yeah? Oh no. Okay, apparently not because of knight e5. And no, a knight c6 ideas may be coming. And more importantly, a stopping bishop f3. Knight e3 and you get rook d3, which is... Even to me right now, it still looks really good for white. Why is this good for black? It's hard to understand. Wow, and just bring your king. But objectively, yeah, it may be a draw or whatever, but I think I'm going to predict a white win here because it's so hard to find these sort of moves. Well, white's moves are natural. White's moves are natural and easy. And a lot of times in chess, it's all about having natural moves, easy moves to play. Anyway, let's go back to the game. We should check if there have been any developments. So rook takes a7 has been played. So we are currently at the position after rook takes a7. So it remains to see what black is going to do. Yeah. So rook a5. So we are here. And it turns out knight e5 is the only way to do it, yeah? Stopping bishop f3, preparing to bring the king and give checks. Knight e3, and somehow this is good for black, which I still don't understand how this is so good for black. Rook c2 makes sense to stop rook d2. King g5. I guess it's hard to push the white pawns, yeah? Because you can't really play a4. Bishop f1 makes sense. Oops, not that. Rook to d4. What do you do here? This is so strange. Maybe you just like, I agree, we should just push the pawn. a4 and then a5. What do? Do you go knight g4 or what? Something like that, yeah? Oh, no, this is bad because I just push. Bishop e6. Is it too much for me to just sack this? It's not too much, but it's not winning either. Because it looks dangerous. a7, what are you doing? Oh. Oh yeah, because we have no more pawns. Right, okay. And this, you just do this, yeah. And my knight doesn't really have any other squares than g2. And you just go back and say, I can't make progress. Okay, that is a crazy line. But I still feel it's easy to play white, for sure. If you have a computer's help, obviously it is easy for black. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if white just takes this. Knight f4 was played, so... Okay, knight f4 was played, and actually bishop... Was bishop f3 the best move? Oh no, bishop f3 wasn't quite as good, yeah, because of king g5. But bishop f1 is very nice, so stopping all of this. And this was played in a game, so black's pieces are completely stuck now. Come move a thing, and now this pawn is going to a6. So, I guess my prediction is not too far off. It is, after all, winning position for white, after all. Knight f4, and white's gonna win this game. Not bishop f3, but bishop f1. Very accurate. Actually, why is bishop d3 worse than bishop f1? Is it because it gets hit? I think it's because it gets hit, yeah? Is it like something like this? Yeah, it gets hit, yeah? So knight c... So if a4, I have to reckon with knight c5. That's probably the issue. Oh, or even worse, getting my rook trapped. So let's not do that. So the knight can actually jump into d3, which could be annoying, and then you just go back. So you sort of go back to the knight c6 plan. Okay, so the point is knight f4, bishop f1, and you can't go back to that plan ever because your knight's just not in the circuit. It has to go back to e6, and yeah, now we're in time to bring our king. Does a4 also work, or that runs to knight c5? Oh no, knight d8 and knight c6. Okay, so that's no good. Just king f2. Just bring all your pieces to the game, yeah? Especially in the end game, it's very important you use your king. Wow. Okay, this is some epic line. Is it like forced? There's no way to do something like this. Yeah, it's all forced. Okay, so even here, it's still not an easy win. Still not easy. But I think he'll manage, just because I don't think black will find all these defensive ideas. So I think black will make his task actually quite a lot easier. Because these defensive ideas, they are not easy to see. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we left it here, this game. What happened? Well, we were saying that, okay, queen takes c4. Okay, he played rook takes c4. Which I guess with the pawn on f3 makes sense as well. Because she is trying to win this pawn somehow. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Was there queen? Is there queen f5 at the end? I think it might be, yeah? So black was... So what's sort of... Black's having some sort of back rank issues, yeah? Rook c8? Rook h6, yeah? Yeah, rook h6. There's nothing here though, is there? Queen a8? Wait, queen a8. King g8, rook f8, queen f8, rook c8. Queen f8, queen a8 wins. What a turnaround. Big upset. Big upset in the under... This is the under 18. This guy was a big favorite. This lady was a favorite, which actually is very good news for Agnes. Rook f8. What? Oh, queen is... Oh, so same idea, yeah? And rook c8 comes. Okay. Fair enough. And white wins. Okay. So, big upset here. This one. Big upset in this game. Okay. Alright, so... Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all of the games, yeah. Let's move on to a few others. Let's see, what other games are going on? A lot of the games are sort of stuck. No surprise given it's clonal, but... I was looking at this game and it's got stuck. But I guess white wins here, because knight d3 and g5, knight b4. But okay, knight d3 you can take. Maybe it's a draw, yeah? King d3, a5. And it's a dead draw. So, I mean, if you try something like this, it's a draw, yeah? It's just a draw. And you play b6. This is a dead draw. So maybe after all, it's a draw. Because what are you going to do besides play knight d3? Your knight's got no squares. So it was a draw, this one, I guess. How did we get here? It looked really very much okay for black, but then somehow something went wrong. I think he should have just come in on c3 or something, because this felt a bit slow what it was doing. Yeah, he should have, I think, just come in on c3 and just like ask white to sort of defend passively here, and now he can bring his king, or he can even play g5, play on the king side. But okay, now, yeah, now it was good for white. Yeah, but I think it was wrong to put knight on e1. But was there any choice? Maybe there wasn't any choice. Yeah, there wasn't any choice. Yeah, there wasn't any choice here. So after everything, it's the draw. Yeah, it's a draw. Okay. All right. So I think that concludes pretty much all the games. Yeah. Well, except the Travis game. This game is finished for sure. So let's go back to this. Is there anything on? This game is finished. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Here we go. Okay. So this game is still ongoing. So black played knight g5. We left it somewhere here. We agreed that black had to play knight e5 to place knight on c6. But knight came to f4 and bishop f1, just dominating this knight. And okay, knight e6 was played, and now just b4. Stopping knight c5. That's nice. Knight g5 and just defend it. h5. But okay, h4 is coming. This is not so easy. What do you do here? Actually, what is the way to play? If I play bishop g2, then that will allow those rook d1 ideas, which I don't want to allow. Okay, so it's not so easy. Maybe I can play bishop e2. If h4, then I go for bishop g4. Okay, just to show you what I'm talking about, let's close this guy real quick. And we're going to go to the analysis board where we were just now. King g6, rook a5 takes king g6. Yeah, we were looking at this line. Rook a7 and knight f4 was a mistake because bishop f1, knight e6, and we're looking at a4. But maybe b4 is another way to do it. Yeah? Well, it's not, but it looks very logical. It's not an easy endgame to play. So knight g5, knight g3, h5, and now I'm thinking maybe you go bishop e2. But h5 didn't. So now with h4, maybe I go something like bishop g4. Does this make any sense? So my idea is put bishop on f5 and maybe then knight drops back to f1. I'm saying you have no way to get your pieces out because my bishop is perfect on f5. Okay, that's just nonsense. Yeah, bishop f5, king h6, and I say knight e2, rook c2. Yeah? Okay. So this is just nonsense. Okay. So bishop e2 is not the move. He should go knight f5. No, he's not going to play that. That's for sure. This is so unclear still. Huh? It is still such a weird position because it looks like it must be completely winning this. But in reality, it is not. I would be surprised if both players don't think that white is completely winning because it looks like it should be winning. But the way to win is crazy. Okay, bishop e2 was played. Bishop to e2 was played. 96, so b4. So we are probably going down this line. h4. Bishop h5. Oh, it's just like improving move, yeah? Because if I want to play bishop g4, then I get like knight f5 ideas. Okay. So this would be an improvement. Because I probably get the pawn on h4. Even then, it's not big advantage. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, It's not easy because if knight goes, then he has like rook c3 or maybe rook c1, yeah, and just knight e4. And if king g2, then just check. Okay, and get behind that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. H4 was played, by the way. We are going down this line, H4, and we'll see whether he throws bishop H5 in or not. Because for me, I wouldn't throw it. I wouldn't throw bishop H5 in because I feel like I want to even check on F5. But there's also this knight F5 idea, which makes sense. I guess also you still get to check on F5 because after king H7, you can still do this bishop G4 idea. So you can still do this idea, bishop G4, and knight F5. And this is probably a better version. Okay. Yeah, not so easy. Okay, so yeah, that's that, I guess. I mean, it's just this one game left, so yeah, because a lot of the games aren't really being broadcast. Just broadcast isn't really working. So, oh, he did throw in bishop h5. Yeah, he really did throw in bishop h5. Okay, so yeah, I mean this game is gonna take quite a bit longer, so I think we'll end the stream right now. And yeah, for those of us still here, thank you so much for to all of you for tuning in. And I'll see you again this afternoon. The next round starts at 3 p.m. So the broadcast with a 15-minute delay will start at about 3:15. Yeah. As for this game, I'm predicting a white win. It's gonna be a long game. It's gonna take at least another 15 to 20 minutes, maybe more, maybe even half an hour more. So yeah, yeah, they're gonna take their time. So yeah, we're gonna end the broadcast here. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you in the next round. Cheers and bye for now.